Please show me an hour with Valentino and Joe. New York Guinea is on the loose. New York Guinea is on the juice. New York Guinea is all the truth. Please enjoy our show and maybe your masseuse is listening too, so give her a splooge. Greg and Joe, Joe and Greg, Joe and Greg, Greg and Joe. I can't come up with any lyrics, so just start the fucking show, bro. And let's hope our two Guineas aren't a no-show. So now let's go.
Like that drum beat, right, Greg?
Beat. There you go, the drum beat. And the bell.
It's great, man. Greg and Joe are here, to you by, of course, our friends over at Enhanced Labs, Greg.
A little stem never hurt nobody. A little stem never hurt no.
So I'm gonna have a protein waffle while we're doing the show.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
What,
have
eat a
one
waffle.
chocolate, double chocolate protein waffles whilst we're doing the show. So please excuse me, people that are watching, for being bad manners. But that, of course, Seatix right there. Thank you. He's the one that made that great fucking intro.
Yes.
There we got Miranda writes. Who was the guy that got on here real early? Jajampin Jacob. He was on here. What time did he? 1:54 p.m. I got a comment on here. I was doing this other stuff, getting ready before I did anything else, and I looked and I saw his comment already on the thing, because I wasn't even, I just had the thing open. So thank you for jumping on early. I wrote it back, up or whatever. But we are here in the flesh, enhancedlabs.com. Make sure you go check out those boys and tell them you have heard it on Gregorio and
Oregon,
Giuseppe.
baby. I love the Oregon shit. And Oregon health, always.
I love getting health to my organ.
Now, Joe, I got to tell you something, man.
You got some organ issues, huh?
You might have to fucking call. Look, I got a fucking ice pack on my fucking pea chili god right here, because.
Like Paulie Walnut, we had the frozen peas after we got.
Oh my God. Bro, you might have to wait. You might have to call our boy Johnny out there in West Coast Johnny, because my penis feels like it's gonna be visiting Charlie Kirk. I got a fucking infection. Oh, it's infection, bro. Holy shit. My penis is this fucking fat. And it's like I wish I could show you guys. You fucking guys might like it too much. No, but I'm already, I'm a pretty well endowed guy already, but that fucking makes it fucking crazy, Joe. It's like maybe we have to call West Coast Johnny, see if he has a separate, like if something happens to me, he has a separate jar. It might be a little bit bigger now for the penis, because it's swollen, As a matter of fact, should we play the commercial for Johnny?
You know what? Let's do that, because
let's start off with one.
You have a big problem here, and we want to make sure that the problems get solved properly.
And Joe knows this is not a joke. This is fucking real. I got an infection down there in the Bijou God.
He was showing me the system before we got on the air.
Yes.
Hang on. We'll be right back after this quick word from Chapel of Peace Creation.
Oh my.
Hey, Dad. Dad. Hey, Dad. Dad. West Coast Johnny. Man, where could he be? Dad?
Oh, hey, we'll bury him in 10 minutes. This is a great article. On a more serious note, we're here for you 24/7, our family to yours. Please follow us on Instagram too.
They are the John and Vince, great guys. And they're you're not gonna need them.
I hope not, Joe. I feel like my penis might need them though. It's pretty bad. Look, for you guys to think I'm full of shit, here's even if I don't want to, my address is probably on here, you fucking sick fucks. But anyway, I have to take this
telegram.
I have to take this cream. It's almost like a jock itch. Me and my girlfriend were out there fucking weed whacking outside the house. She got poison ivy, I got poison ivy. All of a sudden, I don't know if it's from scratching the Peacefully God, you know what I mean? All of a sudden I'm noticing like, Jesus Christ, like when I'm came in, it fucking like it's kind of like itchy, burny, and then I look down, and you don't notice it, because Joe, nothing on, I'm pretty well endowed down there. You know what I mean? Especially fat. I got a very fat cock. So now I'm like, dude, right now it's as fat. It's like fucking. It's like Maximus Stim right now. It's like that fat. I'm not joking you. It's so fucking big, and balls are big, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I had to go to the doctor twice. So now I got to go again Friday. But, they said it's like a bad case of jock itch because maybe I scratched and brought, I don't know. A jock itch is like a fungal thing, but it's not normal. Everybody gets on the side of the leg. I get on the side leg.
Oh, yeah,
Bro, this shit.
When I was younger.
Bro, this shit's on the dick right now. I feel like I'm sitting on two giant, like, fucking Bellinis and fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, holy Christ, it's fucked up, bro. And I can't like, I ate the girlfriend's box and shit. So I can't fucking stick it in her right now. It's too fucking.
You got.
Yeah, bro. It's bad, bro. Dude, when I had gonorrhea, I was young. All right, I was 18. I got gonorrhea because I worked in a strip club, blah 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 blah. Right, dude. I fucked this chick with a rubber. It's the only time I ever used a condom. And the cum was, what's that? You use a condom?
No, I said you use the rubber and the disease still came through.
Joe, I used the condom. I fucked her after I heard she's the one who gave it to me, and she got all right, but I still had it. So Joe, I fucked her with the condom, bro. It was the most fucking crazy the most crazy thing, because I was 18, 19, or just out of high school. And I spakeemed in the rubber, right? And bro, there was like blood and pus in the rubber. And it was almost like, I guess I felt like how some of these guys that like are into like cock and ball torture, which I'm totally not into. So you guys simmer down.
Yeah, but that's a fucking whack
shit. Dude, the cum was almost like, the orgasm was amazing because your prostate's swollen when you have like fucking VD, And and the cum was like fucking like an amazingly weird cum. It was very euphoric, very crazy, like but the thing is, it also burned like a motherfucker coming out of there, So you get the burning plus the pleasure. I mean, that's like a gimp stream, But this isn't like this. This is like I got kicked in the balls, you know what I mean? And it's like fucking. I got Lee Priest's dick pic on my fucking phone, which I'm not going to show you guys. Joe, I'll show you later. But, because
he had something recently he's going on, wealth on it or some shit.
Oh, Joe, Lee was black and blue all the way up to, but he put his dick, he put that on there. I told him, I got to get that off. So what he did was he switched, put another picture on it. That was my home, whatever you call it, homepage, it fucking. For the, for the phone.
In Alabama.
No, he didn't when he was at my house. When he was here at my house, he took my fucking phone and he was putting all these pictures of his dead dick in there. So anyway, like, Lucia's like, why don't you send a picture of your dick to Lee right now? Because your dick's all fucked up too. And I'm like, yo, dude, I am not. Lee will fucking put that shit on the internet.
That would be insane. But that's, as long as you went to the doctor, at least, you can't ignore shit.
Dude, the doctor was like a trans man. You know what I mean? It was a woman, but it was like a dude. You know what I mean? They had short hair, came in. She's probably my age, older and shit, probably watches Rachel Maddow and she was very nice, and I asked, did you ever see this before? Yeah. And she's like, what do you think? And I said, did you ever get it? I said, I'm just kidding.
She wasn't.
She laughed. She actually, no, my girlfriend was like, holy shit, she got a good personality. She laughed. She was actually pretty good. She was pretty good.
Well,
But so,
we hope you
anyway.
that's that's fucking like you
Oof.
said. It probably was this little thing. You itch, you scratched, and it spreads.
Yeah,
it, you know?
man. I've been
It gets
taking
from
so much,
one body to the other. It's easy to
so much
spread
of
shit
this
like
shit. See, look, it's the fucking prescription. I just got it yesterday. I fucking got it.
Nitrile.
What? Yeah, you can ask your what? You know what? Your wife's like right that right there. It's a prescription.
Nitrate cream.
Yeah, bro. Because when you try to sleep with this fucking thing, is like this big fucking like loaf of bread down there and shit. You know what I mean? It's like holy shit. You can't sleep, and then you're fucking scratching, and I'm like, fuck, stop scratching. That's what caused it in the first place. You know?
Worst thing, yeah.
Yeah, I got.
And now you gotta go wash your hands.
Over here, you can't really see it much, but I got all poison ivy and shit, you know. So I don't know if that's how it got started, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, hope your thing fucking turn for the better.
I just don't want it to be a red. I don't want my dick to go visit Charlie Kirk, and if it does, I'm gonna have to send whatever's. I'm gonna have to get it chopped off. And I know that Johnny will, my boy, West Coast Johnny. Him and Vince will do it right. They'll do it right,
Yes.
but it won't fit in one of those little urns. You're gonna have to have one of the bigger ones.
Especially in its condition now. And Charlie Kirk will appreciate it because you're circumcised.
Yes,
Like,
I am
that's a good
circumcised. I am circumcised. Guys who are uncircumcised get the fucking cheese dick. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Ooh, it's just. Those are the ones that give us a bad name. That's why
Dude.
a lot of girls want to blow people because of those fucking tree trunks.
Joe, let me ask you a question about that. We got to settle this because I brought this up a long time ago on RX. But don't when rabbis, when they do the bris or whatever they call it, they cut the fucking piece of legal, the kids fucking thing. Don't they put it in their mouth?
I'm not sure.
I'm almost.
Honestly,
Supposedly they take the blood or something and they put it's like a ritual that they put that in their mouth. Somebody here's got to know about that shit. One of you guys in the comments got to know about that shit. I know
somebody
they
knows
supposed to do that shit. So
That's I don't know for sure. I don't want to fucking guess that, but that's fucking gross either way.
No, I swear to God, it's part of the ritual that they don't take the piece. They actually do some. It's a reason why they do it, and I'm not sure what it's called. It's like an actual thing. You know what I mean? But I'm sure somebody in these comments know what I'm talking about. So tell us what that is. Anyway,
you is going to the Olympia. He said, "Oh, I hope I see him. I'll do an interview."
yeah, he's my boy. I love Tony.
Or enhanced. Maybe Tony will know the risk. Hey guys, I want the Charlie. Hey Richard, what's up? I want the Charlie Kirk funeral. It was very powerful. You actually, I believe he actually.
I know somebody else that went there. Good for you, Richard. God bless. Good for you.
Yeah, it looked pretty, on television and the
good for you.
Pretty wild, wild. I can't think of the right word, but it looked like it was, classy, nice, a good remembrance of this fucking dude. Have you guys had a that was tighter than a balloon for about fucking 35 years? Long time ago.
My girlfriend's tight. How did you get an infection? I'm not sure. I don't know how I got it. I've had little bouts of shit like this in the past, but nothing like this. Nothing like this, bro. This is like fucking a loaf of Italian bread, like fucking long, fat, and like it's like lifting weights. That thing, and you can't sleep. I'm not sure. Like I do wear tight whiteys, so they claim that doesn't. I don't know.
Donnie Gustamachi, Greg Scott is called it the Frankie Carbone after he got whacked. They had to let his body go just to do the autopsy.
Unfortunately, right now I can't even whack it.
You can't even. You got to get that. You can't even use like a whatchamacallit?
A fleshlight.
Yeah,
fleshlight.
You got to throw it out. That actually did. There was a guy that got whacked that was in a truck. It wasn't the guy who Carbone played. I think who the real guy was that Carbone was based on. But it was another incident. But it was from the archives of the thing. Is it the same old herpes? No,
no, it's not herpes. I have that too. This, I'll take the herpes over this.
Yeah,
I'll take the herpes over this any day of the week.
You're used to that, Expect boys. I went to a married woman's house this morning after work and fucked her. She hoped it wasn't mine, dude, and fucked her. She told me she's unhappy I gave a spam in a can. Is that a bad idea or can it work out?
No. What's wrong? There's never anything wrong with fucking her in the ass. Wait, do you like this girl? Is he asking if you like it?
He's saying he's to screw around with a married board is a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea because
To screw around with a married board.
Yeah, sooner or later it's gonna come out, and she might even throw you under the bus to get her husband.
Right. They go a lot of times. If you better hope she doesn't like you, because if she does, she'll go to your wife and tell her what you're doing. Because I have a friend that's going through that right now. I don't know.
He's married himself as well. If you are, then just I don't know. Is it worth it? That's my whole thing. You gotta weigh the
There's too many other girls out there. No,
I would say
listen. Get a girl that's like in high school, so you know she ain't married.
At least a junior, so she's legal, right? A late junior.
Oh, that's right. She has to be legal.
At least, yeah, 17. RB, what's up? What's going on, brother? A case of can cock. AJ, yes. You got a can cock.
Yes, I do, AJ. And I'm not proud of it right now. Oof.
Herpes flare up? No. Hey, that's
no, it's not the herpes. I have herpes, but that it comes and goes. That is like a sore. This isn't a sore. It's like a whole fucking. It's some sort of like like fungal infection. It's a jock itch, but it's usually doesn't go onto the dick. But this one went onto the dick.
Andrew with the dots. He's talking about guys that like.
Andrew Crispo. He's talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Oh, dude, let me tell you, they would love that.
I wish you knew me back then. It would have been the three of us fucking blow darting that fucking Frocchio. I would have.
Oh yeah, you would have made money, bro. Too. He paid. He paid me with a check. He paid me
still
alive. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's still alive. He's still alive.
I'll buy a big dart gun from some fucking guy in North Central Island. King Dale Clark, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thanks for jumping on.
Hey, Dale, what's going on, brother? When did you guys?
First, I was in high school. A senior in high school, if I remember correctly.
I was
junior or a senior in high school. 17, around somewhere around that. It was with a steady X at the time, and it came up, and we had a couple of roles in that type of thing. My friend had a similar problem to Gregg's from a spider bite. Ooh, imagine that.
I had a spider bite, but not on the penis. That was on my arm, underneath my arm. Long time. That was fucking years ago. This is not that. This is not a spider. It's like a fungal infection that you can get, right? It's like jock itch. It's they're treating it like jock itch. But usually jock itch is in the corners and shit. Sometimes though, if that shit spreads to the fucking piece of God, which it did with me, forget about it.
You're gonna spread it just by not realizing you scratch here,
right,
and then you scratch here, right? So you scratched your leg, and then you scratched your cock, or you just held it while you were taking a piss. Either way, you're putting contact with the germs, and not even subconsciously too.
Yeah, man, I was just hoping it wasn't scabies and shit,
Yeah, if you shower daily, smeg dick is not a thing. Yeah,
no.
Guys that
I don't have smeg dick. Wait, that's a different story. You're talking about a guy who's uncircumcised. I'm circumcised. It has nothing to do. It's not like the cheese ran in the fucking, where you gotta peel that thing back.
He's saying that uncircumcised guys get the cheese. So he's saying if you clean it, if you use proper hygiene, you're not going to get the cheese.
I wash. Believe me, I use proper hygiene. You have no idea. I wash really well. But the thing is, it's just one of those things.
I've heard about that before, Greg. I can't say for sure. I'm more well versed in Christianity and Islam. He actually knows a lot about Islam.
Yeah, he's talking about the rabbi putting a mouth on there.
Oh, okay. Obviously,
that's when he said he heard about it.
Oh, okay. See, I think you've asked that one other time on a show, or me just on the phone or something. I remember you and I talking, and I was like, "Oh man, kid, what the fuck?" That does sound familiar, you know, like from us.
It's
just-
part of it's a ceremony. He's not over there like, oh, look, this is giving it head. But
Oh,
he
I
does
know,
put
yeah.
it's a ceremonial thing, and only he can do it. And other parents are sitting there, look at he's got his mouth on it. Oh, it's right, you know. So you get your first blowjob from your rabbi. But I don't know, it's called something.
It's like the Moyle in fucking in the Seinfeld episode when he cuts Jerry's finger because Jerry's holding the dick, the skin. Where does one find a Moyle in New York City?
A
Boom
Moyle.
Boom, and yes, it does promote it, but that's a different story. And I don't mean love by Boom Boom. You mean load. Dynamite.
Yes.
Fucking go. What's up, Lane?
Okay, Jimmy Walker. Dynamite. Let's fucking
Dynamite. Kid Dynamite. Did you lose the loop? The loop? It's easy to.
Did you
Oh, you're talking about like Astroglide or something. No, just you fucking you eat it first and then you just.
That's exactly. I used to eat this girl's ass all the time, and then she started like, "Why don't you try poking it?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "All right," and then and from there on, she fucking. That's the girl Joe to shit on me. Remember I told you I put a big wad of Vaseline on there and I'm fucking her and shit, and I'm feeling the Vaseline on my cock, you know. But it smells shit, you know, and then I pull it out, and so it wasn't Vaseline, it was all shit.
Vaseline.
And I had shit caked in the hole of my dick. I caught like a non-specific urethritis, which is it's like an infection inside your penis from that. And after that, I told her you better start douching that ass out, you know. So she did. I fucked her again.
Yeah, gotta do a lot of times when the chick knows when to do that, they do like an enema kind of thing. We never have that problem in this house, unfortunately. Johnny Pillman, what's up? TLC is about to do another documentary on Gregg. The man's cock exploded. Oh my God, that's a good one.
It hasn't exploded. It's on its way. It looks like, hey, you know what's funny? Wait, Johnny, you're actually onto something because it kind of looks like my arm when it was swollen like that. You know what's funny? If I showed it and I did a video on it, people would be like, now he's shooting synthol in his dick.
He's shooting synthol in his dick, trying to get it.
Yeah.
No, Megan is our friend. Death, drugs, and infected cock.
You're a scandal.
Megan does come up with some fucking good ones now and again.
Yes, he's a very witty person.
So much a cock the master still enjoys it. Andrew, I'm telling Master G. Yeah. Oh, he's talking about the blow dart fucking.
Yes, that was what my partner Paul.
He probably has his own OnlyFans and shit. You can probably.
Andrew Crispo?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to be old by now. I think he's still alive, but he's got to be really old. You guys could Google him, Andrew Crispo.
That place will be empty. It'll just be a body on the floor. We'll take the rugs even.
Oh yeah, dude.
How come Gregg gets shit for the trannies when there's at least two fellas on after hours that have pumped the tranny in the ass?
Dude, I'm not even going to go there, but there's more than two. Okay. There's more than two, and they know if they ever got really insane, I will throw them under the bus.
Oh,
I know I was there.
The plot thickens.
There. And they're not talking about fucking. There's transgenderism is real. It's rare. It's not the fucking shit that you guys see. It's not Bruce Jenner. That's a fucking guy who took cross-dressing too far, and it's a fetish. It's not those fucking pink-haired things like, I'm a woman. It's not that. That is not. I will show you shit that you motherfuckers.
Years until you actually saw it naked.
You go to New York, dude. You go to New York City and you see the girls in the club. Some of the hottest girls. There's some girls who are strippers who get their piece of legal cut off, and now they're strippers and scores. You have no idea. You have no idea. You guys. You know.
Because they have to wear panties. It's not all nude, you know.
What's that?
It's strippers in New York. It's
Oh yeah. So it's
if you're in Florida and shit. So if they could be a fucking tranny, get tits.
But a lot of them get their piece of legat cut off. The one I'm friends with got no fucking piece of legat.
Yeah. They can probably even do a tuck. Did you hear about the London mayor calling Trump a racist and Islamophobic? Sadiq Khan. No, I mean, I know that he's not a fan of his, but I didn't hear the actual quote, but it doesn't surprise me, AJ. That
Hey, listen.
fucking piece of shit. And
Trump told that Macron yesterday, you fucking people, you're letting all these savages in your country.
Yeah,
It's not, he's not Islam. Listen to me. I'm sorry, guys. But today, when you start calling people racist, it has no more power to it. It's use it for every little thing. Racist. Oh, the racist guy got thrown off the TV because racist. Oh, he's not playing in the game today because he's racist. Colin Kaepernick taking it out because he's racist. You know, everything's racist. It has no power anymore. You blew your load with that shit. You blew your load.
You're 100% right.
You know what I mean?
It lost the power and the scary thing to be with that.
Roseanne Barr had a top show. And they pulled her right off. ABC pulled her up because they didn't like her being conservative.
Her, right? They had to rename the show after they pulled her off.
They pulled, but nobody said anything about that. Listen, Kimmel was not. There's still 2 affiliates that are not carrying that show. They're like, fuck him, and they're not making money. Listen, it's all about money. If he was fucking putting asses in the seats, they would not fucking fire him. They're 100%. Looking for his contract is up in May. How much you want to bet they don't pick him back up?
Let's see if they re-sign.
Right. Well, and if they do, it's for half the money that he's making.
Look at all of the people that these channels have cut the past 2 years because of the ratings. Right?
Dude,
I have a theory behind it, but I don't want to get into fucking politics.
Joe, listen to me. Freedom of speech has consequences. You can sit here if you said something about Black Lives Matter that was true, but people don't like hearing it. They'll call you a racist, Joe, and then they'll put the kibosh to the channel. Do you know how many people lost their jobs because they said, I refuse to get a vaccine? You know what I mean? I have the right to not get a vaccine. And then what did Barack Obama say? You know, if anybody doesn't get the vaccine, they should be like, they're dangerous. They're threatening their people. They made neighbors afraid, like, hey, put your fucking mask on. You know, like, what?
Remember? People were yelling and shit. Dude, he's not wearing a mask. They were ratting out people.
Gavin Newsom's police went out in the ocean and got a guy who was paddleboarding. Do you remember that? Guy was paddleboarding off the fucking beach. He's out there like this, and fucking cops pull up in a fucking jet ski. Dude, they gave him a fucking goddamn. They gave the guy a summons, and the guy said, "What am I gonna do if I have COVID? Am I polluting the sharks out here? What am I doing?" You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? How many people did he fucking did? You know, these people, bro. You don't remember what I said in the movie Bigger, Stronger, Faster, guys? The guy who's got his thumb up here has got the middle finger under the table. Gavin Newsom said, you have to wear a mask. Nobody goes out. But meanwhile, he went out, right? He was caught in fucking, going out and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Big
he didn't give a shit.
People. Yeah. Remember they had those pictures they took from outside through the window.
What
didn't even get a table in the back. Got in the front.
Hey, Joe, what about what's her name there? Beetlejuice, right? Remember her? The fucking mayor in Chicago? Let him riot. Black Lives Matter. Let him riot. Until the rioters start getting close to her neighborhood. And then she told the cops, get those fucks out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to remember, they're burning down their own neighborhoods. They're burning down stores and buildings. A lot of them are run by them, okay? But they're not going to, well, let me see them go to one of these big guy, like Bill Gates' house and burn it down, or his neighborhood. All of a sudden, shit changes. Do you understand? That's the whole fucking ticket.
Right then. Remember in 2015 when ISIS was at its worst, there was debate whether the actions were truly Islamic or not, which led me to study the Quran. I came to the conclusion that their boom heavily promotes those things. He sent me links to passages in the Quran. And I'm reading, and this is a legit, it's not like it was fucking on Twitter or somebody's account. It was like Quran.org or something, And it was like things from the Quran. And he told me like where to look at. And I'm reading it and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? and this is a religion, you know, with the 6 to 9-year-old Muhammad's wife and all of that. I mean, that was in the fucking. I read it. They wrote it. I didn't fucking write it. Our ancestors didn't fucking write it.
No.
Their religion.
You gotta understand something. All you people from the river to the sea. That means wipe out all Jews. That's what that means. All Jews. Number one. Number two. Okay, when they say that that's their land, that's Gaza. Like, you know, dude, really? Well, geez, that's funny because I don't remember Jesus ever having trouble with the Muslims. Oh, that's right, because Jesus was in Nazareth and all that. Where the West Bank and Gaza is. Gee, that's strange, but I don't ever remember any Muslims being there because they didn't exist for fucking hundreds of years. Okay, so what I'm saying is they're fighting over fucking land, and it's not them. I had an argument with a guy in the gym the other day. Oh, but they're stopping the people from eating. There's kids starving. No, they're not. It's fucking Gaza. Who do you think the planes? It's the Israelis that are dropping the food down. It's the fucking Hamas stopping the people. Hamas uses them as Why did Hamas build tunnels underneath hospitals and schools, right? And use those as their headquarters because they knew, well, they're not going to blow up a school and they're not going to blow up a hospital. Look, I'm not Jewish, bro. I'm not. But the Jew hate is like sick. You know what I mean? Even like these sickos online, there's a few fucking famous people, you know, like Jake Shields and people like that. You know, Candace Owens has fucking lost her marbles. But, you know, like,
Out to say Candace Owens, we both used to like her a lot.
Loved her.
To say, I thought she had possible presidential candidacy down the road.
Yeah.
Or, you know, something in the 100%. Cabinet. She's a fucking lunatic now, this fucking broad.
Everything is the Jew. Oh, the fucking Jews blew up the Twin Towers. Oh, the Jew. Did you know that the Jews are the ones who financed? Jews killed Charlie Kirk. Jews did. There wasn't. Come on with that shit.
I'm so not into that whole.
Oh,
fucking
please, with the fucking conspiracies.
I don't. They say the Jews 9/11 too. I don't want to hear it. I don't believe it.
That's another proof. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. The Jew hate is unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's bad. It's fucking bad. King Dale Clark. Greg and Joe, if a young man says 21 years old, overweight, something serious, and he's tired, wants to start going to the gym, but he's too self-conscious. He asked you to go with him for the day. Would you? Why not? Of course. Guy to feel.
Yes, but listen.
Gym because he's overweight. Let's go, bro. I'll get you.
King Dale Clark, listen to me, brother. Do you know how many fat girls and shit are in the gym? You got to start somewhere. You got to, if you're subconscious about it, you shouldn't have let yourself get that way in the first place. If you made yourself so fat that you're afraid to, like, I don't like going out places. I don't like to go to the store because I get this anxiety because I feel like people, then do something about it. So when I used to put down the fucking, you know, donut in your mouth and start eating better and just train. You get and I got to be honest with you. I'm a guy who's a gym rat. Joe's a gym rat. We see somebody in a gym that's a little bit fat and out of shape. I got to be in. It goes into one ear, into one eyeball, and out the other. I don't care. I'm used to that. I don't sit there and go, "Hey Joe, look at the fat guy." You know what I mean?
I don't even notice it. I'm looking at asses.
It's you. It's you. You have created a body image for yourself.
Yeah, and don't go. I would have no problem fucking going there with this young guy and helping him out if he needed help, and I wouldn't think twice about it because we've been there when we were first day, and it doesn't matter if you were fat, skinny or not. First day in the gym and you look at big guys, you're like, oh fuck, I feel like a dick. I don't look like, you know.
Joe, what if I said to you? What if I said to you? What I want to see if Joe gets it. Joe, what if I said to you, "Hey Joe, get a load of fatso." What movie? What's that from? Hey, get a load of fatso.
Ralph, my friend couldn't make it.
There you go. I knew you would get that too.
Oh, you get Harvey back.
Harvey. Go get Harvey.
What's your address? If you don't show up, I'll come get you. 328 Chauncey Street. And he really is wearing a new suit. You know, fight time. Norton, shut up.
So I guess you watch that. Dude, I love that. Hey, get a load of fatso. What did you just say? And he knocks him out, right?
Yeah,
and then Norton tells him, "Hey, my friend couldn't come. So wait a minute. Then who's that?"
I don't know. I really knocked him out. He said the thing.
Go
get
get
on
Harvey.
He said he was going to twist you and me into pretzels. Oh, did he? No, I don't even like pretzels.
These young guys they have no idea what I'm talking about.
Of all time, right?
Yeah, man, I can watch that shit all the time.
Oh, I quote it. My wife gets so mad. Shut up already.
It's no
Good
string
for
of Peloponnese. Go ahead.
Peloponnese.
It's polo
Rachel.
ponies. But
Rachel, you're back. Yes, Trump has been against it, and in a not in a like religion way, saying that the violent part of it he's against, which is, you know, that's he's talking about fucking safety of. So he's saying the European nations that are bringing all these guys in, they're coming in and they're causing a lot of problems in your country, committing all these violent crimes. You're not protecting your citizens.
Joe, go on Twitter. All you see these girls walking in like fucking France or Germany, and you see these like Haitian dudes. Come here, and they'll like ask the girl for sex, and she'll be like try to get away, and they'll punch her right in the face, knock her out, kick her. And I'm like, well, dude, it's what you get letting them savages in there. They're savages. They're savages. Listen,
there's no fucking argument for me on that.
Listen, the reason why Joe's family and my family all came from Italy a long time ago was because they were poor. Rich people, the quality rich people that live in a country, you don't have a nice giant house in Italy and all this other shit and say, you know, we got to get out of here. Life sucks here. You know what I'm saying?
To East Harlem, a fucking tenement, you know, one bathroom, a floor. I'm gonna go live with 20 other people in the same place. Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't have the fucking cockroaches and shit they have.
They had no fucking jobs and shit, you know? I mean, especially in southern Italy, that was the poorer part where
but they came looking for a better fucking thing. Today these people aren't looking for a better thing. It's not families. Joe's family came over as a family. My family came over as a family. You know what I mean? Mother, children, like that kind of shit. You know, these are young guys coming over like these knapsacks on their back. You know what I mean? New sneakers on their feet.
The big iPhones, Bluetooth.
They do.
Palumbo 3, not including Big Lenny. He's talking about the trannies on RX Muscle. I don't know.
You're trying to get out of who it is.
Greg is not saying. Corey, what's up, brother? Did you see guys MLB play get hit in the face? Yes, it was a a good game. Detroit versus Cleveland. Cleveland ended up winning, and I think they tied or won ahead a half game in the Central. They came all the way. Detroit was running away with it. But Scooble, the guy wanted to do a sacrifice bunt, and he turned it square, and he got hit right. And you can see Scooble was like shaken up. You know, it was not intentional at all. Because the guy squared, turned into where the ball was going instead of, you know, it being here. It's here.
Did he have one of the masks like this, Joe? Look like that?
No, like Mike Stanton. Yeah, Carlo, Mike Stanton.
Yes, Mike
Stanton. I don't know if he's gonna need. I don't know what. Corey, how it does the guy? I'm assuming he definitely got taken out of the game, but I didn't hear a report on.
You get hit in the face with 99 miles an hour, bro.
Oh man, he had to have broken the orbital bone.
Dude, you guys go to a local batting cage and then stand and watch. Just go to 90, go to 80, and watch that ball go poof, like this. Now go stand in front of it, like, you know what I mean? Like Happy Gilmore. But
you'll see it on Twitter, Greg. It was Joe, all over the place. I saw it last night.
Joe, I don't mean
on Twitter watching.
I don't mean to throw a little salt in your wound, Joe, but how's that Soto out in the outfield? Did you see that fucking yesterday? That play where he fucking.
You know what? Everybody's killing. Listen, you know me. I have not been the biggest Soto supporter.
I like him.
Nobody's killing him on that play. I didn't think it was an average play. I think he misplayed it. But if he was able,
Joe, he ran the wrong way. He ran. I mean, he ran this way.
I know he was twisted and shit.
He looked like a kid in Little League.
Fly ball that he just misjudged. It was smoked over his head. It would have been a really nice play if he just went and got it.
I like Soto. I like Soto, but he's a different guy with the Mets than he was with the Yankees. I don't know if it's because of Aaron Judge. I don't know what it is.
Mets had a great comeback. They looked 6-1. they look like shit. Peterson pitched like crap. But you're at Wrigley Field, no game is ever over. You know,
No, you're right.
It's always flying out of there. Those games, you know, so listen, Nimmo hit a fucking 3-run homer. They held on and they win the fucking game. But yeah, that was, you'll look for that clip after the show.
I'm going to
Tarek
watch that.
Cleveland Guardians.
That's a great
woman
picture.
Shape though, especially around the caboose, the butt, they have that full look. Yeah, even a fucking fat broad, you know, you get away with it. It's fake and tell. Oh, you mean if it's a guy? Yeah, but
Have you
these
thought about
girls,
trannies? Guys,
they-
I mean, I wish I could put pictures up here. I'll show you a few. You would be like, she's hotter than your wife, hotter than your girlfriend, without a doubt. You could bring her to the family barbecue, and your old man would be like, dude, where'd you meet her? She's fucking hot.
I
And you would
eat her
never
ass.
know. You'd never know.
Would eat her ass? Guess
I'm
and
telling
just
you,
like,
you would never fucking know. You have no idea.
Greg, did you do the Lee Priest treatment? I'm guess he's talking about on your
No. The Lee Priest treatment's doing it on its own to me. I'm sitting on my fucking dick right now. It's like fucking heavy and shit.
Kingdale, Greg and Joe, you had a co-worker and you were worried about his mental health. He was acting erratic and you felt he may harm himself. What are the precautions you take to make sure nothing happens? I wouldn't rat him out, first of all. A lot of people will go to the supervisor. I think this guy's nuts. He might kill himself. Not a guy something might happen that wouldn't have happened. I don't know. If I knew him well enough, I might just say, dude, everything all right, bro?
Yeah, that's
maybe
all. You got to watch because if you say the wrong thing.
Yeah, just be like, talk normal and try to read him and his reactions to something like a little crazy, like saying, hey, man, look at that fucking. We will look at Sally by the water cooler over there. I wouldn't mind sticking my face up, cunt. Something like that. And if the guy just like,
that's my wife. That's my wife.
That's my wife.
You're talking about my wife like that. You're the first one on my list. No, you don't want to be the first guy on his list. So you be nice to him and shit, but I don't know. You got to figure shit out. I'm pretty good at reading people. I know when somebody's totally fucking nuts and when they're just fucking.
Something that's totally personal that he doesn't want to talk about. And if he says that, say, all right, man, if you need a fucking an ear, you can bend mine. Yeah, if you know the guy well enough, you do it. If it's you don't know, then you could still do it just as a courtesy. The race card, the boy who cried racism. Yes, they use it.
Terrible.
They have one in their pocket at all times. Double cheeseburger. Greg, these freaks out there aren't the trannies you're talking about on After Hours. That's
right.
Yes, they're not the drag queen reading hour. The guy's got a beard.
You would never know, guys. There's some of them out there, just like the James Bond girl. All that nobody knew. There's just so many that nobody knows. Your next door neighbor could be one.
Like RuPaul, right? He does the whole get up. But
that's a dude, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
You mean something like the one from MD that we had on?
Yes.
There
MD
used to be a girl.
Yeah.
There was a girl who used to be the Opie and Anthony crew knew her. It was called him. It really was Bailey J. She does porn. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. She dated Norton. She dated what's his name? Jim Norton.
Yeah. Norton.
Did you know
Jim
that?
Norton's wife, Lenny.
Yeah, Jim Norton's wife is a tranny. She's a big girl. Yeah, he's married to a tranny. But he was with Bailey J for a while.
She actually, you couldn't tell what age, you couldn't tell.
No.
She had like a very soft girl's face and almost like a kiddie haircut.
Body, fucking slamming body, bikini. You bring her on the beach in a bikini and everybody be looking at her. You guys got delusion by, listen, it exists, but it's rare. Do you understand that? And now today it's making everybody's a fucking drink. What they've done is they've destroyed, you know what I'm saying?
The real trannies.
Right.
But
how dare they?
Jim Norton's wife is from Denmark.
Iceland or something? Or Denmark. Denmark. Was that it, Denmark?
Yeah.
She's
that's where he's from. He's, you can see it with the blonde. She's got that look to her.
She's not bad looking. But she's not my type. She's too tall. Too tall, blonde. It's I like skinny. I like Ariana Grande type. Little skinny.
Yeah. It's a little harsh in the face for a real tranny.
But she's horsey. I consider it like horse. She's not bad. It depends on what you like. If you like that Aryan like European Aryan look like, you know, that's a different story. But I don't like that. You can't, and it can't get it trained that it's tall. When they're really tall, it's like, you know, that's very hard to.
That's part of what stands out sometimes. It's not racist. It's called
But Jim
destruction of
Norton, Joe, Jim Norton's fucking. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You read that, and I'll say what I'm gonna say.
They use the race card, like you're saying. It's burnt out now.
It's done. It's done. The race card means nothing anymore, dude.
Yep.
Jim Norton talks about blowing her and shit like the most. Do you ever hear what he says? Some of the shit he says. I'm like, like he's like, oh yeah.
Fucking guys though, like just some of the crazy shit. Not even like that type of stuff. Just in general, as a comedian, he's just a very funny guy.
Yeah, he is funny.
Watch what you say. That is a good one.
Definitely. Well, freedom of speech is free. So you can say whatever you want. You can walk into Harlem and yell out the N-word. There's going to be consequences for it. Kentucky Fried Movie.
Daredevil.
And they're playing fucking Jackson shit or whatever the fuck, you know, domino.
Dice. They were playing
dice. I said Jack's dice. And they fucking that motherfucker, and they chase him and shit.
But he's in the evil Knievel outfit with the helmet and everything.
Yeah.
Daredevil. Let's see his latest stunt. You know, Diana Maybrook official with a picture of the one in Florida who killed her kid. What's that broad from Florida?
Oh, you're talking about my girl there, right? I think she was hot. Casey Anthony. Casey Anthony.
Diana Maybrook is part of the Genovaverse. She is a good-looking broad that there was a pretty good porn of her floating around that one of the piss troopers sent to me. So that's Diana Maybrook official with a picture of somebody else. So I have a feeling it's probably a fake account, but who cares?
Probably.
Rob called for a fatwa when he heard Kimmel was canceled. Rob's more of he likes Trump. He does. Big Rob.
He does because he's Christian. He's Christian. He's not a. Wait, I don't think.
Does.
Is he Muslim?
Hey, Lucia. No, he's Muslim.
Is he Muslim?
He goes to the pro-Palestinian things.
Is Big Rob? Is he Christian or is he? Oh, she's right. You're right. She's Muslim.
Yeah, because he's posted videos at these Palestinian.
I know you guys don't like him. I like him. Lucia talks to him all the time. You know, he's into all the same shit. The Lebanese belly dancing. You know, Lucia. Yeah. I like Big Rob. I do. I like him. He's right. I didn't have any bad things.
He's always he'll be a buddy today and stab you in the back tomorrow if it helps him.
We've never had a problem, me and him. I got along really well with Big Lenny too. I talked to Big Lenny about 2 weeks before he died. I was talking to him about his mother because his mother died, and he was very upset about that.
Yeah, Lenny was a strange guy, but he was always nice to me, and I don't care what his habits were. It had nothing to do.
Genova came on our show, Joe. Joe, holy shit! I forgot. You know, I meant to say, you know who we keep forgetting who came on the show with me and Joe? Les Stroud, who I fucking love. You guys ever watch Survivor Man?
Survivor Man, yeah.
This is the guy that, not that Bear Grylls idiot who would go in hotels and then just fucking run out in the woods in front of the hotel and shit. You know what I mean?
Show,
yeah, and he was telling us.
Craft services set up behind the fucking woods.
Right. They would drive him, drop him. Matter of fact, if you saw the guy, there's like a road right behind the guy. They're like a parking lot and shit. He'd be like out in the woods. Like there's a woods next to Bear Grylls. This is all bullshit. But
fucking coffee slippers and a fucking coffee.
But he got caught with that shit because he got, remember, because one of the crew got fired. So then they like a disruptive crew member. They start, he's in the fucking hotels and But what's his name? Les Stroud was the real deal. And he would tell her, remember, he told us, I remember asking him, so what's the deal? You know, because he's dropped off in like the woods of the deepest forests up in Canada and shit like that. He's got to survive on his own. How he survived in some of those things. I said, is there really a Bigfoot? And he says, I don't know. And he said, I can tell you now, I've been in the woods where there's nobody else around. And all of a sudden a rock will fucking go flying and hit, hit off a tree right next to me. He goes, does that mean it's Bigfoot? I don't know. He goes, but somebody threw the rock and there's no humans where I am. You know what I mean? And then he said, he's never really seen him. He did say that, he's been almost killed a bunch of times, and the moose that chased him, and they had to climb the tree, because when a moose is in heat, if there's anything around it, will even attack a bear. Like, you know, like he was telling us, he climbed the tree. Huh?
Wants to fuck something when
Probably. That would have been like. So I told my piece of imagine your ass. But he also said, I don't know if you remember, Joe. He said that he has parasites in the roof of his mouth, and they're there permanently because of drinking water and shit like that wasn't clean. You know, like he was one of the most interesting interviews you and I did. I thought I love that guy.
Yeah, I did enjoy that one. That was
he did a promo for me and Joe.
About him. I'm like, who's that? And you're like, and I looked up and I'm like, oh shit! And I started reading. I was like, this looks good. And we were lucky enough to get a hold of him and get him on.
Right, he did the promo. You know, you listen to Gregg and Joe like that. But that guy still has a show now. Now he goes around and goes in like fucking. He goes to these places and he like finds like foods that are out like you don't know. Like if you're stuck out in the forest, he says there's so many edible things and then there's so many things that will kill you if you eat them.
Yeah, poison.
You know.
Shit. I mean, speaking of poison, the addict says glad he never took the poison. He had COVID once for 3 days. His mom had the shot, and she had it like 4 times. She took 10 boosters. I had the shots. I had COVID twice. We all had the shots. Everybody in my house except for my daughter had it at least once. I had it twice.
I had the Johnson & Johnson because I wanted to see my sister who was dying of cancer, and they wouldn't let me in the hospital unless I got the Johnson & Johnson. I was against the shot. Nothing happened. Yeah. I'm totally fine.
In college. Wait, let's get Johnny.
Maybe that's why my dick, Joe. Maybe that's why I got the dick problem right now. Holy shit! Could it be that shot?
Sue the fucking government. Sue them.
Bro, I did a thing afterwards, right? I went to my cancer doctor, because I had throat cancer, and I went to the doctor, and I'm over there, and I actually did a little video because you know after I get out of the thing, they're all the nurses and the doctors are over in the corner talking, and I'm looking, and they got all these like little bobbleheads of Fauci and all this shit, and I'm like, you know, because they're all like, oh, he's like a god, you don't know, and I actually took the video of me in the office. I was whispering, I'm like, look, that's a Fauci, and I'm like, holy shit, man, because you know I'm against that fucking guy, you know.
Oh, he's a piece of shit, an embarrassment.
Oh, dude, he should. Let me tell you something. If they find out that auto pen, fucking, you know, they're gonna find out. First of all, they think Biden. They said that as far as they know, Biden, the only fucking person that Biden signed an actual thing was for his son. Yeah. Hold on one second, Joe. I gotta pee. Hunter, I'm sorry. Holy shit about big.
While Greg is doing that, since he was joking around about dying, we'll be back after this quick message from our boys over at Chapel of Peace.
Hi, my name is Vince, and I'm the owner here at Chapel of Peace Cremation and Memorial Services, located in sunny San Diego. But don't let our location stop you from giving us a call. We ship nationally and internationally. We're here to help you with all of your family's needs. Whether we're talking about a traditional burial, a cremation, or an aquamation, we have you covered. God forbid something happens on the West Coast and you live in the East Coast, we can help you. If you need to go to another country of origin, I can do that. Call us anytime, 24 hours at 619-749-8560. I'm the owner and I'll answer. Paisan, I got you covered. I'm just kidding. That's for Joe and Greg. But for real, call us anytime. I'll answer the phone and I'll help you.
Johnny raised a good fucking kid, man. He's sharp, that kid.
Yeah, he is.
He talks Italian perfect with his hands.
He started his own business and it's to die for.
Yeah, yes, indeed, it is. This was a good one. I made sure I got back to it. Koran was a good band.
It's a good band.
Very good. Very good.
That's funny.
The Anime Brook, I like this already. Big Bad Bear 69 with Rick from Porn Stars. Why has Greg never agreed to a lie tech test regarding his possible use of sight enhancement drugs? I got it. Why don't you pay for it and we'll get you to take one too?
Yeah, pay for it. I'll fucking
thinking about a cop.
Put up to my. And wait, you know what's funny? I got to tell you some big bad bear. I know you're one of 100 different trolls in here, but why do you give a fuck? First of all, even if I fucking shot like gallons of fucking motor oil or whatever, what do you care? Do you think I care what any of these other bodybuilders do? Do you know how many of these guys do synthol? I didn't do synthol, but do you know how many? Dude, I'll look you right in the eye and say, I'll fuck a tranny right in her fucking ass, and I have fucked trannies in the ass, okay? And they were hotter than your girl. So I'm just letting you know. So you think I'm gonna hide? Like, oh, Joe,
yeah, that would be worse per se.
Right? Would you rather admit that? I don't give two fucks. Not a fuck. No fucks given. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. I told you what I did. You don't have to believe me. I don't give a shit. You know how long ago that is? I was 40. You know what I mean? Even when I got arrested and they showed a big balloon on, I was 40. I'm 65. Now you kind of do math. I don't think it's too hard to figure out. I still get people.
That fucking synthol room is.
Dude, the whole exploding thing where my arm, it didn't explode, but the whole thing where I drained it of blood, not oil, not pus. That was like 1999. People still are asking me, "How's your arm? Are you okay?" I'm like, "Well, it's fucking almost 30 years ago, but I'm doing good."
Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah.
But believe whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I'm tired of it.
That's all right. If that makes you happy to continue that rumor going on, and
if you want to listen.
Gregg Valentino. It's like the Kirk.
I'm the poster boy of something I never did.
And Greg, yeah.
I'm telling you, Joe, if they saw my dick right now, my dick is this fucking fat. It's huge, right? They'd be like, he's shooting synthol in his cock. I know he is. He doesn't want to admit it. I don't need to shoot synthol. My cock's already fat.
I got to shoot synthol on my dick. Can you lend me a bottle if you have any?
We got to talk to Tony Hughes. He'll get it.
All that war shit is terrible. I've been hearing a lot about hospitals being striked. Justin Wars in general. If I only brought somebody to the hospital, I turned the gun on myself. I won't do it. I agree. But they specifically have things, their bases, like you said, in hospital schools, civilian areas. They've done it on purpose because it's a win-win situation.
All right, let me ask you.
Or bomb it and they say, look, they bombed the babies. Look.
First of all, they tell them they didn't bomb no babies. These fucking savages were going there taking fucking videotaping. Ready? Watch this. Taking little infants, cutting their heads off, throwing them in ovens and shit. And you fucking talking about, but the other thing is, you fucking people are like ridiculous. Like, you think, let me ask you a question. Why can't the people get out of there? Why can't the people just go into fucking Egypt or something else? Because they don't want them to. And fucking the Taliban held it. What did the Taliban say the other day? Well, okay, try to come in here. We'll use the hostages and our own people as shields. I dare you to try to bomb us. He knows that. Yeah. That's why Trump's saying, dude, that's what's stopping the Jews. The Jews could wipe that shit out like this. Look, I'm not too good. Whatever. You can imagine a snap. There you go, Joe. I can't do
a little sound effect.
But Joe, they could wipe them out if they wanted. They could drop a fucking bomb and make that fucking giant parking lot.
Yeah, big fucking arsenal over there. Never forget the Israelis on 9/11. Mike, what's up? You watch the show a lot. I don't know about. I remember Egyptians and Syrians dancing on 9/11, celebrating. I remember a big fat lady head off. I don't know about Israelis. I'm not going to say you're lying. I just have never personally read nor seen videos of that.
Can I give Joe, can I give you a supplement on that? Listen, supplemental answer. Okay. Listen what I'm telling you. Okay. Yes. Organize, or the organ one. Because my organs. Oh, wait, that's on bottle. I stuck this shit. Wait, what is this? This is from yesterday's show with Dave. I stuck fucking. Sorry, forget that. Yeah, you can take that too. But let me tell you something. There were Americans that were dancing up and down when that happened. There's people who hate the government. You got to understand. There's Jews. Do you know that Hitler had Jews helping him get other Jews? So when you sit there and go, "Oh, the Jews are," yeah, but I'm sure there's a couple savages, but they're not the ones that blew up the towers. Please, I thought George Bush did it. You fucking other
Yeah.
people. Oh, you ever watch Loose Change? You can see that. Shut up with that shit.
Bush and Obama became buddies against Trump. Bush was he was the Trump before Trump, you know,
Yes.
of the Washington people. It's I don't know. Like I said, it's exhausting. That's why I'd rather watch baseball.
It's so stupid.
A lot of
It's so stupid.
It's I can't. A lot of people have anxiety when it comes to going to the gym. Nobody cares what you're doing. Look at themselves. 100% AJ.
Yeah,
Focus
AJ,
on
100% AJ.
the girl with big tits in the mirror. Chris, 8924. Hey, Chris, most conservatives 30 and under no longer support Israel the way previous generations of conservatives. I do agree with that. I've heard it myself from younger people that I do know. And it's not because they hate Jews, but by the influence is over West Side. Yes, because I've had conversations with younger kids, and they're like, why the fuck are we always giving Israel money? And I'm like, it's kind of hard to explain, even if they're smart and they know the history. But it's like that area has been a fucking problem for so long. That's our only, I know it sounds stupid, our only ally there.
Listen, our biggest ally. They're our biggest ally.
We should. I don't want to give money to anybody. Spend it here.
Yes,
But
God, charity
give it to
begins
them
at home.
Ukraine.
But listen, you think they gave them more money than they're giving fucking Ukraine? Holy Christ, they're giving Ukraine even more money now. It's even more now. Trump just said, now I'm going to fund their fucking, because he's trying to get Putin pissed off. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you know, we fund everything. And you got to understand, your own worst enemy is your own. You know what I mean? Who kissed Jesus Christ on the cheek and booted him in the ass? His favorite apostle, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Who, when some black dude gets killed now, who usually kills him? Another black dude. Do you remember what Mike Tyson said? Mike Tyson said, listen, if you ever hear that I'm killed or murdered, just know it's another NIGG. He said the word that did it. Did you ever hear that, Joe?
I never heard that. That's funny.
That's a quote from him. He said, if you ever hear that I'm murdered or killed, just know it's going to be. Google it. You'll see. All I'm saying is when an Italian guy, a mafia guy, gets whacked, who whacks him? Another Italian. Okay?
Yeah, the guy who he's giving money
They
to.
kill, right, that's the whole thing. If the mob family kills guys in their family, not their, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, even Sammy the Bull breaks by killing his fucking wife's brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just saying, like, you know, you know, you people have no fucking clue. And what you're watching on the news, again, the Jew hate has been going on forever. Everybody hates, the Jews, the evil Jews, you know, but it's
But Chris is definitely correct in that, because like I've seen it myself, talking to younger kids in the gym and different places at work or whatever, where they're not as pro-Israel as conservatives like in our generation.
Well, that's because they've been also brainwashed. It's a lot of that shit is all fed to these people. You know what I mean? Like,
even if they don't like the left-wing stuff, some of it does trickle into their heads and makes some kind of a fucking impact in their
dude,
process.
go to New York City. Go to New York City. Watch when they have these movements, and you'll see people, Jews, wearing yarmulkes with shirts. Jews for Gaza. Okay? They're okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's like going to a fucking. That'd be like going into Bensonhurst and seeing a bunch of guineas, right? With the full, hey, Vinny, what's up? Wearing shirts like BLM, you know, Italians for BLM.
George Floyd.
That would never happen. I can tell you that.
No. I would have a fucking car and die right there. King Dale, what continent country do you think is the most at risk from illegal immigration, Europe or America? Well, I think Europe is only because there's nobody putting a stop sign to it now. If Biden, if Kamala won, I would have said America. Only because the Trump policies has.
Well, yeah, but
we were letting in a lot more than.
Yeah, but the problem is, Joe, we're getting South American. So shut off the South American border. It's pretty much done. But they have open borders over there. Like, oh, yeah, you know what? Let's go. You're living in Italy. You say, hey, I know a place in France, this beautiful. Let's go for a jump on a train. We'll fucking go there. We'll eat, and then we'll come back home.
And then also the coastlines too, where they get the
Right.
boats.
So it's a
you know.
bigger difference, where they get the
Right.
boats.
So
it's a bigger difference. They get savages from all over. When you're hearing the Africans and the Haitians and all this stuff, they're going
Africans,
over, they're going to Europe more than they're coming here.
but I think just raw numbers, we were getting a lot during Biden.
Well, yeah,
that
because they opened it. I mean, they
they
literally
were
opened up the border.
they were
You know what I
they
mean?
were bringing them in. They were fucking literally bringing them in. Greg, tell
That's
the
all because
lefties,
you go ahead. Go ahead.
wow, you're
Stop
right.
fucking around.
There you
Stop
go.
fucking around, lefties. Well, that's
Fucking
because they
around.
want to change the landscape, Joe. They're not doing, listen to me. My girlfriend, her family's Mexican, okay? When these Mexicans and Guatemalans and Ecuadorians, when they come over here, you know where they go? They're not going into like rich, where I live over here or, wherever area. No, they're going into Mexican communities. So that's where they go. And you know who they terrorize? Other Mexicans or other Guatemalans or other Ecuadorians. Venezuelans. The Venezuelans stay with Venezuelans. So when they come over here, so these rich people that own houses and fucking, are in Congress, they're not in their neighborhood. Let them move next door to them, and then they'll be like, no. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when Greg Abbott would they send them to what's the place in Massachusetts? Martha's Vineyard, remember?
Martha's
They were
Vineyard,
like,
right.
oh, they put them on the bus and they gave them all cakes.
Like, here's a cookie I baked for
They
you.
gave them
Now
favor.
just get out, get the fuck out. Take the cookie egg and get on that fucking plane. Yeah.
Andare adesso, tutti.
That's what, Joe, it's true though. That's the whole thing, is that it's not affecting, when it affects them, you understand, the kids go to private schools, they're in good neighborhoods. They're not coming here moving to the rich neighborhoods. They're going to they're going into like the ghettos. And then you know what happens? Then it creates wars, because these people have already been here. They're taking it, some that are working are taking the jobs of factory workers that are already there. And it's just, you have no idea. And you know what? When you hear of them, okay, we hear like, oh, this one raped this girl, that girl, a lot of times it's other people in your community that they're doing it with. You understand what I'm saying? It's bad. You have no idea.
Yeah, all of Europe. AJ's right. I mean, the whole
Europe is just crazy now.
Basically, except for fucking Hungary. Hungary's done that. Viktor Orban has been the only fucking European leader
Poland.
that goes stuff. We're not letting any of these fuckers in. But this
Poland,
is a fucking. Poland's been good too. Yeah, this is a Christian country. I've lived amongst them all my life. So as AJ, as European guys, how violent, aggressive they are, American style and stand it. We're over here, have 30 years first-hand experience. See, I think the biggest difference, Greg, between what's going on in Europe and what's going on here, or even Biden days, is that we were getting an influx of people, but they weren't really trying to take over and change things.
Right.
Behind the scenes, they were getting votes and all of that. But what's going on in Europe, by the way, the guys like on this show, AJ and all these other guys and Booger Claus tell me they're changing everything for them. They're putting all of these things.
That's bad.
They're making them have more rights than actual natives. European respective country, which one is that? So then I have it even worse because they've given more to these fucking people. And behind the scenes they're getting free shit from tax money, but over there it's not. But they're like outwardly saying "fuck you" in the majority and take over. So I think that's the biggest fucking difference.
Well, look at right now, Joe. Did you see that thing the other day in fucking Dearborn, Michigan, where that pastor was like, telling the mayor, I got to tell you something, because he had a billboard up there where it talks about Muslims and martyring, and all this shit.
Yeah.
And and he said, I find that very offensive. And the mayor said, you know what? I find you offensive. Get out of here. Nobody here likes you. Nobody here wants you. I can't wait till you move out of here. You don't belong here. Get out of here now. I don't care what you have to say. Get the fuck out of this court. That's what they said to the guy. Did you see that? It was like, what? Because they want Sharia law up there now. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You imagine that? Where you could go stone your girl and shit? That would never work with an American woman, but it's not right, dude. It's just not right. I don't.
Oh, yeah. Where is it? Hang on.
big beard. Do the beard, man.
Greg, get out. I am taking over the country. No more. This little Arab.
Now you gotta
Little
marry.
Arabia. Spill
That's
the
it.
beans. Spill the
Yeah.
beans. I'm going to have a barber here in Thailand. I love a barber here and happen to know who you are because that's one of the professions. Yeah, he says in Europe, it's all Arabs doing barbershops. Same thing with the pizza. I love not dealing with them there. See, that's
Oh shit.
can't fuck with pizza, bro. Don't
Yeah,
fuck
but you
with
know,
food.
you got around here. It's Albanians and Spanish making the pizzas over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Even you go,
might
dude.
have
You
it
go to Joe.
inside.
Go to fucking Umberto's Clam House. Umberto's in New York City, and it's fucking.
Yeah.
There's all Mexicans making the fucking food. Umberto's on Little Italy.
It's a
Umberto's,
tourist
which is a fucking,
Yeah.
landmark to us Guineas and shit like that.
It's in a
Mafia.
different place now. It's like
Joe
around the corner.
shot out there. Yeah,
That
but
was
still,
when Crazy Joe Gallo got hit. And
Crazy
Matty the
Joe
Hook
Gallo
died.
got hit there. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that place. Obviously for years.
I mean, they
The
moved.
original-
They moved your location. Yeah, I've been there at the original. You know, when it was.
I haven't been to the new one, but I've been to the old one.
I made the mistake of because they offer you when they offer the gravy, like what kind of gravy you want on your pasta.
Mhm.
I said, like they offer like mild, sweet, and hot and all this shit. I was like stupid. I was like, I don't get it. What are you talking about? Like a normal gravy, like mild gravy. I don't want nothing like too flavor, but mild still meant heat. I didn't know that. They normal gravy to them is sweet. But I don't consider gravy sweet. But whatever. And when it came back, I was eating and I'm like, what the fuck is this? My drink eating tapatio? You know what I mean? What fucking red hot? What did you put on this shit? You know? You said mild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
My son makes a nice gravy, but he likes it hot. And I'm like,
Yo.
I take the pills. Like I got the reflux. I said I can't have fucking red pepper like that in there. I'm making it.
I have a pot of gravy I'm making right now with meatballs. I should call Jimmy the Ball. Sausages.
Nice.
Let me see if I can
That's
fucking
what makes it flavor. It's letting
dude,
the meat.
Yo, I started cooking it last night.
Last night. You got to do it overnight. Yep.
Joe,
My mother Saturday night. Oh, we started the gravy for Sunday afternoon. Yep.
Look, last night I started it.
It's
It's all hot. It's. I don't think you can see. Wait, can you see?
oh,
You see the meat? The meat's in there. The sausage. The great. I can't see if I'm.
spill it.
Okay.
Let's spill it. We're close to
Yeah, I
the
know.
edge.
I'll spill it right on my fucking computer. I'll pour it on my dick and maybe like, you know.
Oh, that
Joe.
looks nice. Fucking
Joe, the
meat.
meatballs. Joe, the meatballs in a day. Joe, the fucking meatballs apart when you eat it. You know what I mean? That's the
Fry them
game.
and then you put them in there. You fry them and
Yes.
cook them. Gravy.
Oh, I got the meatballs, Italian sausage. You know what I mean? Sometimes you throw a couple ribs in there. You know, and pork
I like a little
and shit.
I like the braciole. I just the string. It's a pain
Oh yeah,
in the
my
ass.
grandmother would throw the braciole right in there too.
Bracioles. I love when it's fucking just.
But
sitting
when it's
there.
been when it's been boiled for a long time, like I've boiled that from
And
last
then
night.
put it in the gravy. Yeah, you fry the meatballs, fry the sauce.
Oh yeah,
Put them in the thing. Yep.
that
Charles-
changes the whole gravy.
Here's your boy, Greg. Would love to come on your show sometime and tell a story about when I knocked out Don disrespecting Jim. You actually are bragging
Don
about Don. Did you make him turn into that fish too? Remember that
Don
movie
Knotts.
remember that movie when we were kids? Don Knotts, he turns into a fish. It's like part cartoon, part real movie. It's a kids movie from the 60s.
I don't remember. I'd have to see it. You'd have to tell
Yeah.
me the name of it. Not Flipper.
With the big lips, but he's a fish. He's got like a human head. Yeah,
Not
I don't know why.
Flipper.
No. It was a movie. It was like the something, Mr. Something was the name of it. I went to a pizzeria and there's a lesbian pizza baker, very nice lady. The hot kind, not a tomboy. Oh, see, that's okay then. That's okay. You should have
Called
asked to
lipstick.
say,
Lipstick
Just
lesbian.
let me see. Lipstick lesbian. Let me see some pictures of you and your fucking.
Yeah, but I hate
yourself.
to tell you, they don't want no part of guy. All that shit that guys see when you watch porn and the two lesbians are getting together and taking
Yeah, they
turns.
don't want.
That's for the movie, bro. But let me tell you
Yeah.
something. If you've ever been with two chicks, if you bring your chick and she wants to, like, let me try it with a girl, and you think that you're going to get in the middle of that, she's going to be like, go somewhere. Go out and get us some food. Right. You might open up a door that you can't close with her either. So beware.
You must say it from the other room when you're big hard on. Charlie Arms, how many K? Charlie Arms got a lot of KOs. He's like fucking every guy he fought, he's put on.
Yes, he does. He has a lot of KOs. I think he has a few murders too.
Up fitness, thoughts on the fitness guru Ian McCarthy and his belief on the if it fits your macros. I know Greg's not a fan of it.
I don't like it fits. You never heard of Ian McCarthy. I have no idea who that is. It fits your macros. Bullshit.
Yeah.
If you were
like
gonna have, if I said to you have 500 calories a day, or so, just making a stupid number like that, you know, and you eat it, you can go and have 500 calories worth of a couple donuts, or you could have chicken breast and everything. You can't say it fits your macros work. So it's stupid. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's an excuse for idiots to eat junk food too.
Yeah, and also it's something to sell.
You listen. I've never seen one Mr. Olympia. You show me one Mr. Olympia says, "Yeah, I won the show. I did fit your macros dieting." No, they all ate fucking skinless chicken, fish, a little bit of rice, some sort of vegetable. You know, it's the same fucking. I've been around these guys, Joe. You've been around these guys. That's what they eat. They're not eating any secret fucking foods.
Yeah, fish out of the fucking.
They're not like, oh, it fits your macros. Listen, I'm only around 1,000 calories, so I stuck a few donuts in there. But hey, it's under 1,000 calories. That's all bullshit. It's not the amount of calories you eat. What's that, Joe?
I always say, if something works for you, do it. If let's say you tried the fits your macros and you like the way you feel and you're looking good and you're feeling good out of it, go with it. I've never tried it. I don't have any plans on trying it. I don't think I'd be able to keep track. I would fucking be like, wow, what is this? I got to read the fucking label. How many? No.
Nah, but I still feel that, you know, if you want to do it, do it. But I'm just saying, you're not going to be able to do it and train for a show and put on all this muscle, because it fits your macros just means that you basically, as long as you eat the numbers that you're trying to get at, you know, the certain, I don't believe in calories. Not every calorie is equal the same. You know what I'm saying? And now more fats and shit like that in your diet and you know,
saturated.
Right, it's all good.
There's so many subdivisions to these fucking things.
Right.
King Dale, Greg and Joe, there's a belief that African Americans in general, 9 times out of 10 are physically fitter and likely to be better at sports than Caucasians. There is truth to that.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
I think so, and I think it's something to be fucking proud of. If you're more athletic, you know.
First of all,
you're bigger, stronger. That's good, right?
You know, you got to remember something. In Africa, the Maasai tribe are the best fucking runners on the planet. They can track an animal. Do you understand? And they can run it down. You can't get away from them. They're great at running long distance in their genes. They're skinny. Yeah. They got long legs. The whole bit. Okay, but over here,
guys too.
Remember slavery? The Mandingo fucking, you know, they mix the blood. So over here, a lot of blacks, you know, the genetic is amazing. I mean, the genetic, you know, they got low body fat. They're muscular, but
crackheads and jailbirds. Yeah,
I mean, you know,
it's in trouble like me to don't say.
What's that?
Jimmy the Greek got fired from.
Yeah, Jimmy the Greek.
Jimmy the Greek, because he said something kind of along these lines. And even who was the McPhail, the Dodgers president of operations? I forget
Lee
his
McPhail.
Name. Lee McPhail. He got fucking fired for similar things that the, you know.
But it's true though. I mean, you can say what you can say. First of all, an American black that's been here for eons, okay. If you compare them to the blacks from African tribes, if you took a bunch of black actors here, you'd have to get, and wanted them to play true Africans that look like the Africans in Africa.
They'd have to work out.
You'd have to have you'd have serious trouble finding, because they don't look the same, because the bloodline has changed. I'm sorry. It's a fact. You want to call it that's racist? No, it's not racist. My kids are part black. My ex-wife was mulatto, half black, half what? My kid's grandfather on the mother's side is black. No, you know what I mean?
So, to me, it's not a knock. It's, if anything, it's a tip of the hat. Like, these fucking folks are fucking in great shape, even when they don't put a lot of that effort into it. And the ones that do, you look at them and they're fucking huge, you know, like a lot of bodybuilders and stuff in both countries, Africa and you know, everywhere else. They look fantastic. So good for them. You know, if there's truth to that, it's in their favor. In my town, Danish barber. The rest of the flying carpets are for their preferred profession, the hijack little kid and pizzerias. Job denied. See, that's so weird. It's like, why did they flock to become barbers? Like, is being a barber, like, I guess they figured people are always going to get their hair cut if there's not a lot of balding. And
I think because it's an easy thing to do. It doesn't take rocket science. I mean, you know, you can learn how to be a barber pretty quick. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, you can fuck somebody's hair up, but more than likely, you know, I mean, you know, you may not believe this, but I do my own hair. But
you ever see the Frank Nitti story?
The who?
You know, Frank Nitti, the guy from Chicago that took over for Al Capone, he went away. When he first came to America, he walked into a barber shop. He didn't know how to cut hair. And he was a guinea. He walked in and he's like, you know, help wanted sign. You a barber? Yeah, see, he had no idea. He figured it out. And this guy's hair up. But that's when he started doing, like, you know, some criminal shit where the barber was a front for jewelry fucking place. So we got into the outfit, you know. But they didn't check any fucking licenses, you know. He just walked in.
Right. I think it's not rocket science. I think it's an easy thing to do. You know what I mean? You know,
that's why they have them. What's going on with a means case? Isn't there a clear answer soon?
There is a clear answer, but I was told not to get into it. So until Amin decides to talk to it, I'm not gonna. I can't say. I know everything already. You know, Dave told me everything. Larry, all of us. You know, I could tell you, Joe, off the fucking cuff here. I don't want to. It's not for. It's like not for me to say. You know.
Totally get it. Yeah. I like Amin. I hope he works out.
I like Amin too.
UK. Yep, it is. You guys in the UK, I feel bad for you. I've seen these videos of these fucking cops talking. There was the one with an American lady. She was filming the cop talking to her in the house, saying, you know, you can get in trouble for posting something or whatever. And she's like, is there in this area you patrol, are there, like, you know, violent crimes? And he goes, not that many, but some of them. He's like, and you're in here talking to me about a Facebook post or something like that. And you see the cop was so uncomfortable, but he was like a young fucking there.
But he has to do his job. Joe, you know the story. You were a cop.
If you did it, you just, spoke to the lady, gave her the fucking warning and left.
Dude, one time, even when I first got on that little shit job that I was on, they made me fucking stand in. At one time, it was a big party, right, somewhere, and they made me not at a house. It was actually at a property for the county, and they made me stand there at the fucking front like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, just stand here, make sure nobody tries to get in without there's not. And I'm like, I gotta stand here, you know, like stand on my feet for fucking. You're not looking at anybody, you know, like you have to do shit you don't want to do. You got to take orders. Now, when you're the guy, now, if you're
I would have lied. I wouldn't have fucking had the fucking balls to go in somebody's face and tell them. Or I would have put it a different way and say, I know this is bullshit, but this is what I'm told to do, and I just got to do it. You can yell and scream all you want. Guess what? I'm not going to disagree with you, but this is what I got to tell you. Just give me 2 minutes and tell her, and then let her fucking vent and go, right, man.
That's what I would say. Listen, I don't feel like being here, but I got to. This is what I'm supposed to. If you got a real problem with it, call up. You know, my boss, and let him speak to you. You know, speak to the boss. See, now, if I was the brass, like the commissioner, deputy commissioner, that kind of shit, then you got a little bit more power, and you could tell the mayor, no, listen, this is bullshit.
Not doing this.
This is bullshit. You know. I'm not going to do that.
So-
You know, you have more power. But when you're just a fucking low momo on a, you know, you got to listen to orders, or guess what? You're going to get fired. Somebody else will
Yeah.
do it. You may not do it.
I know.
There'll be another guy taking your spot.
Yep. Big Rob doesn't like Trump. Of course, he's Muslim. He wants to be everybody's friend. That's why he says whatever pleases him. I thought he did like Trump.
He
knew what
does.
he was
Talks to
doing.
Lucia. Him
Rockabye
and Lucia
Baby.
talk all the time. He likes
The
Trump.
Rockabye Baby video. You ever see the video of him with the Trump doll doing the Rockabye
No.
Baby?
No.
It's fucking funny. It's weird, but I took it as it was made as a joke. Joe, please don't show Greg the clips of Big Rob tickling and kissing King Robbie and ask him if he loves him over and over until King Robbie's mom banned him from seeing it. Yeah, that if you see these clips, you're gonna be like,
Who's King Robbie?
King Robbie was a Down syndrome teenager who was on the news. He was like part of the football team as the manager. You know how they let like the special ed kids stay on the sideline and they bring
Right.
the water and stuff, and then the kids on the team all treat him nice and stuff like that. The last game of the year, they let him carry the ball, and they made a deal with the other team. They said let him score the touchdown. It wasn't gonna. I don't think it counted as on the scoreboard, but it was like a legit play. And this kid King Robbie, there was his nickname. He ran and scored a touchdown, and all the players on both teams were, it was a nice, good thing, and it was on
Like
the
Rudy.
news. Exactly, it was on the news, Michigan. Now this happened to be the same area where Rob Fitness lives, and he knew the kid from the same gym they went to, so he started to help the kid like work out and stuff. And at first it seemed innocent, but then he got a little too touchy-feely on some video. Then at one point, he got his gym membership revoked. They threw him out, and the parents got like a restraining order against him. And then the kid Robbie on his Facebook, like a year or two later, posted something about always believe sex abuse victims when they say something or something along those lines. Posted something. So what 2 and 2 together doesn't always make it 4.
Right.
It was
I
just
know.
a weird relationship. I hope nothing happened for the kid's sake. I don't fuck Rob, But
Right.
yeah, it was a very weird. Do you love me? And he's like hugging and you can see the kid almost has like those fucking like help me eyes in the video. It was very weird.
I like Rob, but I don't see any of that
Well,
stuff.
I know you.
I don't like shit like that.
You
You know what I mean?
fucking kill him. So,
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like kids.
of course
Anything
not.
like
No. And
kids.
I'm not accusing him of doing it. It doesn't look good, but
Right.
there's no charges. You know what I mean? I think if something happened, the parents may have went through with it because they went through with all this other stuff.
Right.
So, Hoog, I'm still intrigued as to what happened with the Leo longevity case. Yeah, that was. We'll never know what happened. With that.
The Leo longevity case.
Yeah,
I was talking to him up to again about 2 weeks before he died because he was having trouble with John Romano and shit. I had to straighten that out. He would call me up. He would call me up and be. I liked Leo too. Sorry, but he was bipolar, man. He'd be 1 minute, he doesn't know who he's fucking with. He does not know. I know everybody doesn't know who he's fucking with. He doesn't know. He's going to fucking regret it. I will make him regret it. He doesn't know. I know everybody. And in 5 minutes, do me a favor. Tell John that we can be friends. It's like fucking. They're fucking pendulum swinging.
Yeah. He was using a lot of shit, obviously.
I like him. I think though that's nobody wants to hear this. Everybody when I say this on RX, it makes them for some reason makes Dave Palumbo call crime walls, even Armand and those guys. I like fucking Leo. I get along very well with him. I know he went off on Dave. I know he went off on Leo. I know he goes off. On Armand. He goes off on a lot of people. Okay.
Yeah, he won a lot of people who he was friendly with. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He burned bridges, but the thing is that he would do a lot of fucking drugs. Okay.
Yeah.
And I believe that because they found like shit, I think tools there where he took the toilet off the fucking thing, right? And I believe he took the toilet bowl off you know, Dave's like, oh, you know what it is. Tony Huge got a tranny because trannies are, you know, there's Asian trannies, and because Tony fucks around with Asian trannies and they're skinny, and because there's a 1 foot window. You know, Joe, how some bathrooms have this like little fucking. It was like a 1 foot window with a skinny window. Dave goes, the tranny climbed in there, knocked over the toilet bowl, all this other shit, right? Killed fucking Leo. So some skinny tranny's gonna get in there. Leo was a big guy and you know was psycho. Okay, I doubt any of that shit. Plus, when they found Leo's body, it was up against the door, right? Now, Joe, you were a fucking cop. It's pretty hard for a guy to kill himself and then get on get murdered, and then put himself on the other side of the door. Do you understand? Like he was leaning, it couldn't open the door because.
Yeah.
So what I think is, I think Leo had an episode because he used to fuck with the DMT stuff a lot, which means like, you know, you're talking to your dead Uncle Tanus. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I have a doctor. It's a female doctor, and she's into all that shit. And she'll tell me, yeah, me and my father last night, I sat up all night because I was having the worst argument with him, and then, you know, we made up at the end of the argument. And I'm like, well, that's really great, but your father's been dead. Your father's been dead for a couple of years. No, but when I take the DMT, he comes alive, and I see him, and he comes down, he talks to me, and I'm like, okay, stop fucking with that DMT. Okay, so it's the same thing, like, you know, like when you're looking up at a cloud, and you're like, doesn't that cloud look like a lamb, or it looks like Jesus on the cross?
Like acid?
Stop smoking pot. Yeah, no, you know what it is? It's basically DMT. It's the mushrooms. It's that. Yes, it's LSD. It's the same shit. So they all did that. Even Joe Rogan talks about that. You know, like, oh, you see aliens, you know, you see other people and other beings, whatever. So I think that he basically was fucking around, maybe saw what he thought was like a demon coming up out of the toilet. You know what I mean? And he went over and he fucking, you know, he basically killed himself, not killed himself, but like fucking banged his head. You know what I mean? Because I think he, you know, he slammed his head off the fucking shit. But I'm just saying.
It was a lot of bodily injuries. I don't know. I mean, I only speculate. Usually that's not self-inflicted. But
how do you beat him up and then get out of that room? You certainly didn't get through that 1 foot window. So how did you get out of that room and leave him up against the door? Like, you hold him up like this, you open up the door, and then you prop him and drop it. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't trust the fucking authorities to do a real investigation either over there in these.
I like Leo. Yeah, you got to be kidding me. That's the most, they're corrupt over there. I mean, Jesus, I know people that fucking, you know, they tell you don't go over there. If you go over there and you go in a bar, right, and you see a hot chick, you know, they'll fucking tell you, you know, like, buy me a drink, you know, and you buy her a drink and buy yourself one, and you'll get the bill, and it's $300. And you're like, wait a minute.
Drink is,
wait, I had a club soda, and she had like a glass of wine or something. How's this $300? And they're like, it's $300. I'm not paying $300. Okay, don't pay it. And as soon as you walk out, they have you arrested. First of all, the bouncers beat the shit out of you. Then they have you arrested for unpaid bar tab. And then when you go before the court and the judge, now the fucking thing's $3,000. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you're going to have to spend 5 days in jail. So they tell you not to do that, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. No,
it's a third world country, bro. You know?
No, definitely. I wouldn't fuck with it. Like that. The mom had a restraining. Yes, she had a restraining order against Rob for this kid, Robbie, this young man, Robbie. Son of Sammy, Nicholas, what's up? Good.
Hey.
I like this. I'm glad you asked this. What's with Gary Cohen bashing the Cubs play?
I loved it. I watched that and I said that guy's a fucking hero. I said it on there. Yep, he's a hero.
Okay. When I first heard about it, I was kind of like, I didn't know until I heard the kid talking. I guess it was this morning. He was personal friends with Charlie Kirk and the widow.
Right,
He
Erica.
used to talk to Charlie Kirk after every game. They were both into the Jesus stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid didn't just go to Charlie Kirk's thing because he was a conservative or a Christian. He was
right, he was
actually
a personal friend
with them, right? And then the wife personally asked him, I want you to be at the memorial if there's any way you can be there. If you can't, whatever. So he asked his manager and the team, and they all said, go do what you got to do. So when I at first was like a little, he's a rookie.
I understand both sides of it, but
yeah, but I needed more information. When I got it, the decision was made for me that the kid did the okay thing. I don't know if Cohen knew that when he made that statement on the game 2 nights ago. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I know Dan Murphy missed opening day 1 year because his wife was having a baby. That same 1 o'clock in the afternoon game time, opening day at Citi Field about, I don't know, like the year they made the World Series, maybe it was 15 or whatever. And I thought, okay, I've been in the delivery room twice. I think that's cool. That's okay to miss a game for that. So there's certain circumstances when it's funerals, births, something like that. And in this case, because he knew the family that well, I think the kid did the right thing by going.
I do too. I'm not gonna chastise the kid for that. It's a fucking baseball game. Now, I get it. They're going for the playoffs, the whole bit, but he's not like crucial part that they're gonna have to win. And I get it. You know what I mean? And that's his friend. Charlie Corky knew him.
It is. It's the political nonsense. And to Cohen's credit, even though he kind of knocked them away, yes, but he didn't make it a political thing. He kept it more of the baseball portion, where this is a pennant race, it's an important game. You're a rookie.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. There's people that miss games for other shit, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I just think you gotta let him do it. He knew the guy. Let him go. You know what I mean? I think let him go.
That way, I think everybody, even people that weren't like Kirk, people would be like, if he personally knew the family, he has a reason in just being a fan, from
absolutely.
So I think it's. I hope it goes away now that he made the statement.
Yes.
Greg and Joe, if you were at a man's funeral, look at that. We're just talking about that. Let's say coworker John, friendly guy, you got on well with him, and at tour at the funeral, heckler says John was a twat. You're shocked. Let me see. Get to part 2. Hang on, Dale. But don't say anything, and you hear him again. John was a fat twat. Now his family looks physically upset. You go to the big. I would definitely go to the guy and say, "Can I speak to you outside in the hallway?" Or on the stoop of the funeral home, and not start a fight. Not being a tough guy, just go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, me too. I would be like, "Yo, dude, are you fucking serious? Why don't you do me a favor? Why are you here? Why are you at a fat twat's funeral? Why are you here?"
Yeah, if you
that's what I say. I think maybe you should leave, because I'm gonna be honest with you. People are emotional there, and you won't just get guys, but you'll get women that might fucking start jumping on top of you, and now you're gonna have a melee at a funeral.
Yeah,
that's the way I feel.
I would definitely interfere, but I would step in and squash it before it became a
100%.
There's no such thing as lie detector is not a thing. Yeah, the polygraph is never. It measures nervousness. Yes, it's polygraphs. That's why they're not admissible in fucking court.
No.
Personally, Greg, I don't care. It's been a topic of great debate in the industry for years now. It'd just be nice to find out the truth and put it to bed. Again,
dude, you're asking me to tell you the truth.
Greg said it.
I told you the truth. You want your truth,
Yeah.
So, I don't care. Dude, you're wasting your time talking to me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what you want.
If they're still chasing this as a great debate a quarter century later.
Think what you want. How about that?
Let's start a rumor that Ronnie Coleman has 2 cocks or something. Something funny.
I might need one of them right now because I'm fucked up. I got a big black one right now, and it's fucking. It's not supposed to be
black.
It's purple.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't care what you think, dude. Come clean. Think whatever you want. I'm tired of it.
Bad. When you have amounted to so, you definitely don't need synthol. It's true. You're dead. Why would you waste, like you even said that? Why would I waste synthol? It's like a blank bullet.
Well, synthol is it's steroids without the fucking
Carrier.
Right. I might as well just stick the fucking testosterone in there. It's the same. It's oil with testosterone. It's stupid.
So-
Whatever these guys want to tell. I'm tired of arguing it. You're really worried. I hope that doesn't keep you up at night. If it does, just think whatever you want. Think I'm all over it. Oh, yeah, the gowns are whatever. Think of it.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. It's your life, brother. Besides, you're a coward. You know what? You're a coward. You don't come to me, even talk to me as the man. You know who you're talking to when you talk to me. You're talking to me. You got some fictitious name. Come to me. I'm not mad or anything, but just say, come to me. One face. That's two face to me. I don't care. Even if you want to ask now, see when you want to ask me other shit, I look at you like you're a jerk off. So I don't want to. Even if you said to me, "Hey, Greg, what should I do for my biceps? Lift weights." Go ahead.
Take Synthol.
I'll be like Lee Priest. I once saw him doing one of his angry fucking podcasts. It was a Facebook, Instagram Live, and the guy's like, Lee, I was thinking about dieting for a show. And he goes, yeah, what do you want me to tell you? You fucking the diet. Stop fucking asking me shit. And the guy's like, but Lee, what should I be doing for my biceps? How about lifting fucking weights? No, but I mean, like, what exercise? I don't know. How about curls? You ever do curls? What the fuck? And he would go on and on and on. I was like, he was like in a bad mood. No matter what they say, if they said hi to Lee that day, he'd be like, yeah, hi you, fuck you, hi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. I was laughing my ass off.
Funny. Yeah, Lee's fucking crazy sometimes. Craig Velasquez. Craig, thank you for watching again, my friend. I got all the vaccine, all my boots, never had side effects, have to do anything to stop the spread the virus. I'm glad you never had side effects. I personally didn't really have any side effects per se. I did get COVID twice. It was not more than a cold, really. It really was no fucking big deal. I got the vaccine because the people in my house have underlying conditions, and I didn't want to give it to them if I happened to bring it
They
home.
scared the shit out of you anyway. They scared the shit out of you. It's COVID. It's COVID. It's been around forever. You've had it 100 times. You didn't even realize it.
My wife and my kids had to take it for their respective jobs and college. Daughter was working in the school. My son was still going to college, and my wife's a nurse. They would take it, or you're not allowed in the building.
Joe, my friend Marco, okay, Marco, he fucking every year, because he's paranoid, every year he gets the fucking flu shot, and every year he gets the flu.
I've never had it in my life. My wife
every year he gets the flu shot, and he gets the fucking flu. So what's the point of it?
My wife, she doesn't get the flu. So we both, I never, she always, and we both don't get the flu. So
right,
we both win. I never even think about it. Donnie Gustamaccia, yeah, and Craig also, you got a few jabs at Black Ox up here. Where's Black Ox? Oh, there it is.
That's Black Cox, Joe.
Black Cox.
What about, what was he saying? Yeah, and Craig, you also got a few jabs of Black Ox. I'm not sure what he means by that.
I think.
What did he mean by that? Is he saying he needs it?
Talking about with Craig Velasquez. Craig's a good guy. And he's busting balls. Craig. We're just having a few laughs. Nick, ever heard the joke about the Jewish pedophile? Went up to the playground and said, "Hey, is anyone want to buy some candy?"
You get it? Buy candy instead of giving him candy. Flag on the play.
Okay.
Flag on the play.
Oh, Nick, that's fucking great.
15-yard penalty.
Racism offense. 77. The majority of them have no intention to absorb our culture or integrate. And that's the problem. And that's what Trump tries to say when he says you're giving your country away because they're not trying to keep those standards that your country has enjoyed.
It's wrong, bro. It's wrong.
America, alike, yeah. That they want to remove what we do. Exactly. That's what I was telling you before. He said they're changing the things for their comfort and the discomfort of the Europeans who are living there for centuries.
But look at Dearborn, Michigan. The minute you start Sharia law and allow them to impact their own laws, this is his country. You came here to live here. You live by our rules. We don't have to adjust and make rules just for you. The minute we allow that shit, though.
Let's say I wanted to move to, I don't know, let's just fucking Jamaica. I want to go and live on Jamaica and party with all the fucking beachgoers. But Jamaica has these certain rules that we don't. I got to either conform or fucking leave. That's it. They don't have to change anything for me.
No.
I'm the one that's got to be fucking malleable, not them.
But the thing is, they want to live their own way and their own rules. What the fuck you doing here? Go back to your country.
You can do whatever the fuck you want over there. Right?
I never understood. Joe, I never understood. Like, because like even my girlfriend's father, oh, my country's so beautiful. You got to see it. So when you go there to the beautiful farms. Then what are you doing here?
What the fuck you doing here? I love Italy. I can't wait. If I have the opportunity to move there, I'm going to. It's not.
We're gonna go Italy.
I want to go to Italy for the end
What
of my
part of
life.
Italy? What part of
Somewhere
Italy?
around, maybe Bari, where my grandmother's from. You know,
Calabria?
somewhere. Bari, Puglia, Barese.
Barese. Okay.
Yeah, and that's where she's from. I never been there, but I like it. I'm not sure about the Naples area. I've been to Amalfi and stuff, and it's a little hoity-toity. It's more expensive, so I'm thinking of the other.
Was that Naples?
Yeah, Naples. Like
yeah, because my family's from Naples, Abruzzo, and my mother's side's from Genoa.
Yeah. I got Naples and I got Barese. So you got Genoa. So you got north and south.
Right. My mother's was a northern Italian. My father was Naples and Abruzzo.
Yep. AJ wants to get your gravy recipes, Greg, to do the review for us to talk about on here.
I showed you, bro. If you eat it, you'd be like, whoa. The key, when your grandmother makes that shit, they throw the meats in there, they throw the gravy, and that shit boils and cooks for a long time. They don't just like make it in 10 minutes later, like, you know, like you see on TV.
Leave it on a low simmer with lid just off a little bit.
The lid on, just off enough to get the steam out of there. And
what do you do when you want to taste the gravy? How do you taste it? Let me see.
With a piece of bread.
Right?
You gotta have a piece of bread. You can't taste the gravy like with a spoon. You gotta have take a piece of bread, Italian bread, not white bread. Piece of Italian bread. You put it on. You either dip it in, or put a little bit in the thing, and you stir it around. That's how you taste the gravy.
What do you lean over when you're eating it? You're not ready for dinner yet. Where do you lean to eat over? Like, let me see if you remember this.
The stove.
Oh, there's something else near it.
The sink.
The sink. Why do guineas do that? We eat over the sink.
I either eat over the stove or the sink. Yes, either one. It depends.
And I don't want to sit and have a plate and just something quick.
No, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. The stove is for, like, if I had a little plate, right? I take a little bit of gravy, put it in there, stir the bread to eat it. Okay. But if I just took the fucking plate and I dipped it in the gravy, I got to eat over the fucking the sink, because if it drips, it drops, a piece drops, you know, the gravy drips. It goes into the fucking, you got to put it into the sink. Yeah. And your grandmother always had two sinks. One here for the fucking wash, right? To rinse and to wash, right? The double sink in the kitchen.
Well, she had like a basin. We didn't have to sink. Wasn't that, you know, equipped, I guess.
Right.
You kind of use almost like a plastic thing, right? Rinse that, and then you.
Oh yeah, you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Here, when you put the
yes, the soap, and it's like a dip thing, and then you wash it.
Right. You dip it in the soap water, and then you wash. Right.
Wash it.
That's the way you're supposed to do it. They didn't have They didn't have dishwashers. You know what I mean? They didn't have dishwashers. The dishwashers were the rest of the fat Italian women that are in the family. Those were the dishwashers. They dried it and they washed it.
Yep. You dry it with the dish cloth, and then that's the dessert dish now.
Your fat Aunt Rita, that was the dishwasher.
He's still looking for that magic pill to make her lose weight, right?
It never happened.
It wouldn't be fat if there was a magic pill.
I don't understand. She got a plate of fucking pasta. She's eating all the other shit. To fucking, my grandmother would make all like to fucking take like what's that shit called? Oh god, cauliflower and fucking bread it and fry it. Everything was breaded and fried and shit. You know, they would cut the oranges and put a little bit of garlic and oil and dip the orange in there and fry. You know what I'm saying? Everything they did was fucked up.
was fucking fried with oil. Yep.
The old the
I
fat.
can't lose the bond. I keep trying. I can't lose. I've been trying. If you're a flying carpenter in Europe, it means you get away with everything. Everyone will have a longer fuse with them. No pun intended. Automatically get double respect. Get out of jail free card. Yes. Indeed.
Yes.
Scissor Sisters. That must be the lesbian lady in the store.
Oh.
In the pizza. Hey Joe, I've never seen a man interview me and hold the camera at the same time. You're amazing. You're going to be seeing that at the Olympia also. As a little semi-inside joke. Douchey, sarcastic smile. Ah! I'll send that to you one day, Greg, so you know what he's talking about.
Okay.
Don't believe me, I heard him say it a million times. He's fake, so he probably told you he likes Trump, Greg. He'll say whatever to fit. I don't know.
Who's that?
I don't know. Big Rock.
Oh yeah, I
Big
think you're
Slam.
obsessed with. I think you're obsessed with a movie.
He don't like him though.
Oh.
And neither
It's
do
okay.
I.
We can, you know,
Yeah,
I
don't
get along
give
with
a fuck.
everybody now. I
don't have to like the same people you do. Who gives a shit? You know, we
yeah,
like
I,
a lot
I
of
try to like everybody. I get along with him. He doesn't do anything wrong to me. So what am I gonna do?
That's the whole point. If nothing ever happened to you, there's no reason for you to,
Right. If he
have
gave
it.
me a reason, then I don't like it.
and then you'll deal with it. Greg and Joe, if you were an adult film content director, and then you want to direct a scene where you will get paid substantial amount of money, it's a scat scene where a woman craps into a man's mouth.
Yes.
You have to get ultra close to the crap, and the man's face is disgusting. You can't wait for it. You're reluctant, but you do it. So I'm the guy, or I'm the director.
I'm not asking what you're asking. It depends. Like if an Ariana Grande's taking his shit, we know I'd be right up there. I might taste a little bit that's coming out the ass, like you know what I mean? Because that shit's fucking. There's no way that her ass fucking can make anything rotten. You know what I mean?
It's substantial money makes things, a lot of things that if you're on the edge, you're gonna go, all right, let's just get it done. You put it in escrow, make sure it's not a fucking gag. We got Bush, the dude. What up? Bush?
There you go, the dude.
Tell Greg
Bush.
about the lollipop that we met. Oh God, yeah, you wouldn't want to see this one. It was in Disney. First, he went to Disney in Florida by himself.
Oh shit.
A little odd. And then he was videoing this little girl, about 7. Yes, I'd say that. Cute little kid who was there with her mom. And she was she made YouTube videos. She called herself the Lollipop Girl. And Rob was trying to say that she knew who he was from YouTube and was a fan of his videos, which is not the truth.
Right.
But it was very, even though he wasn't doing anything, and mom was right next to him while he was filming, you can hear her and stuff. It was just very weird. It was almost like he asked, can you do me a favor? I want to make it, and make believe she knows who I am, kind of thing. There was no way she knew who he was. I mean, just, why would a little girl know who this fucking middle-aged Arab guy who fucking walks around the gym in an NBA Pistons jersey trying to look fuck big, So that, yeah, it was very uncomfortable. And when I challenged him on an Instagram live with it, or was it on the RX? I don't remember. He was like trying to say, no, that was true. She really, and I was like, no, you're a fucking wacko for fucking doing that. I remember him going off on Dave telling people to eat McDonald's for gains as a secret ingredients.
Who's
Big
he?
Rob?
Big Rob? I hate to tell you, I've been with Dave. Dave eats McDonald's all the time.
Yeah,
Dave eats shit. Dave eats a lot of shit. You have no idea.
Yeah.
It's not. He eats good, but he also eats a lot of shit.
Yeah. Big Rob made her pretend. Yeah, it was like, you really watch me, right? And she's like, like a little, literally, she was a cute little thing, but it was like, he was being creepy with it, 100%. That's why when Hoogs did this, it was lollipop on.
Oh, Jesus.
Part of the Big Rob Genova verse for many years now, this whole thing. Joe, tell Greg about the time Big Rob saw a car. Oh, yeah, he's in the street. And I guess it was cold. Michigan, it's probably fucking August. It's cold there too, you know. And there was a car accident, and there was an old guy who was in the passenger seat of one of the cars that got hit. And you can see it was dented pretty good. And the door was open, and Rob is trying to be like the good guy. And he's like to the old man, "Are you okay?" But he's filming it. It's like, why do you got to film this, right? Are you okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't remember exactly what happened. And he literally took his jacket off, Rob, and put it on the guy's like shoulder to keep him warm. But a couple of minutes later, before he stops the video, he takes the jacket back. Like he didn't even wait around long enough. I don't know.
That's funny.
On its way. Yeah, it was just, and obviously it wasn't set up. It was legit, but it looked like one of these fucking almost like the pranksters kind of thing. It was so, yeah, it was just like so crazy. Himself like a good guy and all that. He takes the jacket. Not that he's going to leave him the jacket to go, but wait till the ambulance comes, and now we have to move him. He forgot to edit himself taking the jacket off the car. Yeah, I guess he was going to not Big Rob touch my pee-pee. Look, King Robbie's on the air. King Robbie graduated college too. He went to one of those colleges.
Oh,
thanks,
shit.
pal. That's the footage I need. Yes. Yeah, it was hysterical. Greg, would you consider worst action of bleeding in someone's open casket?
Would I actually? What's to say that?
Bleeding someone. Oh, your friend.
Oh, I did bleed in my friend's. He's talking about my friend Joe who passed away. Yes, I bled all over his face, and they were spraying him with Windex, and they were trying to wipe it off, and then the father was like, "Just leave it. It's symbolic of their friendship." So if you ever dig up that coffin one day, thousands of years from now, there's going to be like, wait, there's blood on the inside of this coffin.
Like real longevity in the fucking casket. Your front Joe.
My DNA is on.
Oh my God, that
My
story
coffin
is so fucked up, but I can't help it. It's hysterical.
Lucia was like on the other side here. She was with the mother. And after I was like, it was hot and like fucking June day. It was like all sweaty and like 100 degrees out.
Or something you were saying?
I started to get nosebleeds. I was taking a lot of fucking, I got no sleep. I was taking all this ephedrine. Yeah, shoot, just stand up the nose, because you get stuff. And then my nose like would dry inside. And then I'm taking a fucking, the ephedrine. And when he's my childhood friend. I mean, I slept in a bed with the kid. We were little boys together. So I was like hugging him, and like, I was like crying. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna close the casket, and because I was sweating and it was warm, and you get all teary and shit. You don't realize, and your nose is running from when you cry. I wasn't looking at him. I was just like this, Joey. And then when I turn. And I look over at my girlfriend, and my girlfriend's like this, like that, and so is the mother, his mother. They're like, and I'm like, what? And then I look, and they're like, oh my God! And then there's blood. Oh, he looked like Carrie. He was just laying there, and there was just blood all over. He looked like the movie Carrie. I swear to God, right, Lucia? Right?
Classic '70s movie. Sissy Spacek. If you got younger guys. Carrie, yeah.
Carrie, like in a movie Carrie, when she's standing there with the blood.
The fucking bully girls.
So he's laying there and there's just fucking blood and he had the thing was all white and the casket, the padding. So there's blood everywhere. I mean, it was pouring out of my nose, just pouring. And now it's all over me, right? The blood's all over me. And the funniest part was the people that worked there. At the funeral home, were like, oh my God. I mean, they've never seen anything like this. Get some cleaner. Get paper towels. They're getting paper towels and rags, and they're running over there, and they're like, trying to clean off his face, and they're wiping it with fucking. It's a dead body, bro, and they're wiping it off with and the father's like, look, just let it stay there, leave it alone. We're closing the casket, and it was getting buried, and it's symbolic because these two were childhood friends, best friends, And I had to take me downstairs because I was also one of the pallbearers. I had to miss taking him out into the limo because I was downstairs filling up the fucking bathroom with blood. It was everywhere, right, Lou?
Uh,
Lucia was with me. And then finally, I had a bolt to the fucking funeral. I had a bolt to the graveyard, and I made it just in time as they were taking him out, and I ran and I helped take him out. But I was blood everywhere. I mean, it was blood. I was soaked in blood. Soaked. It was fucked up. I could not stop the bloody nose.
Story. It's just so funny.
But I mean, I told the funeral parlor guys, they were like, we've never seen anything. We've seen people faint. We've seen people. I've never seen that. They said they were, because they were mortified. I mean, it was a puddle of blood. And then they even came downstairs, like, are you okay? You know, because I couldn't stop the bleeding. Downstairs is where the bathroom was. I couldn't stop the bleeding. It was unbelievable. I just got to pee really fast. I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh, no, go ahead.
My
AJ,
penis.
great job, AJ. Greg's got to hold his dick with cotton right now because it's killing him. AJ, great fucking job bringing up that story. That's one of my favorite Greg stories. Greg and Joe at the gym. It was an overweight couple, clearly self-conscious, running on the treadmill. The same treadmill, it's gonna break. The woman is sweating buckets, looks self-conscious, is in the face. The boyfriend, tears are even rolling down the woman's face. Her boyfriend says, "You can do it, baby. Burn that fat, baby." And over, but they're being very loud and disruptive. We come to quiet it down. I don't know if I would, because that, you know, it's like they're not doing it to be mean. He's doing it to try to help her, but is he going to give her a heart attack? Would be my concern. Like, is she going to be okay, bro? Or maybe she shouldn't finish that last 30 seconds. If they're at the gym trying to help each other out, how about the guys that are that annoys the shit out of me too. So I wouldn't tell them, because it's not a church. It's a fucking gym, you know. But like I said, if she looks like she's gonna fucking drop dead, then maybe, you know, she okay, you know. And I'm sure fucking Greg would say the same thing. He got frozen on me now. Low and slow. Greg, are you there? He coming back to the seat and he froze out on me. Where is Bades? My mother and grandmother said it. If I Google it, it's called Bari, Chris. Bari. It's located basically in the heel, like the boot, the heel of the boot, not the body heel, the shoe heel, like kind of like the top of the shoe heel in southern Italy. Bari, and the port of Puglia is one of the main ports in there. I don't know. Greg got frozen on me, and got maybe he's gonna restart. Hopefully he comes in, but we're gonna. Okay, Lucia just told me he's coming back on. But yeah, look up Bari, Bari. You say Bades, it's, you know, with the fucking Brooklyn accent.
Sorry.
That's right.
I kicked the plug. When I sat down, I kicked the plug. It pulled out of my computer. But this is my friend. He was a biker, but I mean, that's like not the greatest picture, but he was a biker.
He looks like a fucking rock roller. He looks cool.
Yeah, he was a bad dude, bro. He was a motorcycle dude. You know what I mean? Like he used to like ride. He'd ride with the Hell's Angels. What's that?
30 something or 40 or something when he passed?
No, he was 52, I think, right there.
Oh, okay.
He's my age. Yeah, that happened when I was like 52, you know. So he's my age. His name's Joe Parker. That's the guy. I bled all over his face. Yeah. You know.
Abbonamo, right? As we say in Italian for the dead. Abbonamo.
It's in the Gamazon.
Abbonamo, Joe. But he was asking where Bade. I told him where Barry was. Do a 30-second improv of Nick Vibehart putting the moves on Greg. He asked him to come over and stuff. Remember the mask. Oh, fool with the cloth. You're gonna make me sound so gay. All right, Greg. I have a request.
What the fuck is that?
Greg. My name is Nick. I'm a friend of Joe. I'm on his show a lot. I heard all about you, and I've seen you on videos and stuff. I'm a big fan of yours. You really rock my world. You think there's any way you can come to Kansas City and hang out with me we can, and you can show me how to work out, and you can help my home health aide help me out.
How much money you got?
Nothing. I got to ask my mother. Nick's a nice kid. He's a little special, let's say.
No. He fits right in.
And he's very needy, and he always wants to come on the show live. Now, once in a while, it's okay, you know, if we nice and we make fun, you know, jokes and stuff. But he's, you know, when somebody's like every time, like Jason was calling all the time, always when I could. When am I gonna? Oh yeah, wait a minute. It's like
I remember Jason being on the show with you and I.
Yeah, he's call me constantly, texting, and if he texted you and you didn't answer him within like 30 seconds, he started texting the question marks.
Oh shit!
Like, where are you? I'm like, I'm on the fucking highway. I'm driving or whatever.
Ask him, what are we dating?
Yeah. You give me no fucking load. Ariana has gotten way too skinny. Greg likes the new Ariana Grande compared to
I like the young Ariana Grande, the new one with the blonde hair and shit. She's getting a little too
look.
I also don't like all that Wizard of Oz shit, because that black woman is the witch and now she's the fucking superhero or some shit like that. Come on now.
It's a kids movie. Let's just let the kids enjoy it. They don't want to hear politics. They can watch a show. Fellas, what's your pick? New York strip or ribeye? I think I'm gonna say New York strip. What about you?
I think New York strip too. I mean, I would rather have a T-bone and a tomahawk. It's get the T-bone. You got the New York strip on one side and the fucking fillet on the other side.
Center cut, obviously, it's the most expensive one. But
the Steve Blackman.
Okay, it's different because it's the juice. It's not like a regular steak. You eat it differently, a different type of, you know. So sometimes you're in the mood for one style or the other. But I like the.
You know what I don't like, and my friend is always, I go out with my friend sometimes, he buys it for me and him, is the Romanian steak.
How is that?
It's the skirt steak, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. It's like
it's like in a strip like this, and it's fucking.
I like skirt. I like skirt steak.
It's okay, but it's
steak.
All steak is good, but
they cook good on quick barbecue, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it though. That's not my, Now, when you want to get in barbecue, there's nothing like a slow cooked brisket. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my God, pork, fucking ribs. They kind of fall off the bone, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, not like man, not like the Chinese restaurant ones. No, not the ones that you rip off the rib. I'm talking about the ones that fall off the bone. All that barbecue shit. When you take out the meat, it's big fucking hunk of meat and cut in the juice. Oh, forget about it.
Yeah, I like all of that shit too. Yep.
Me too.
If a middle-aged woman comes to you with distress, as silly as it sounds, she tells you that she's been ordered 66. Jason Thomas Fist Troopers, they bombard her Facebook with messages. What advice would you give her? Fucking change your password. Make it private. They'll give up. Don't entice them. Don't answer them back, and they'll go away. Not to forget about Jake, the coma kid. But in fairness, Rob did admit, right, when I had him on the show that time, that the Jake thing was a setup as a joke.
Who's Jake?
Okay, Rob made believe that there was a kid in a coma who was 17 named Jake. And his parents used to play Rob's YouTube videos for him while he was comatose. And all of a sudden, one day, he opened his eyes and woke up because he was a fan. Because I think he was a fan, and then he got hurt. I forget the backstory. But they would play him, the videos while he was fucking laying there. Beep, beep, And then one day he opened his eyes and he said, he's back or whatever. So Big Rob made a video of himself.
He healed him.
He healed him. Yeah, he's like Jesus, this guy. Going in the fucking hospital and like going into the elevator, and then he was bringing the nurses like cookies and stuff. But he did it. When I said to him, I said, "Come on, Rob," and he started laughing. He goes, "That was a joke."
I don't know how anybody could do prank videos. I could never do them. He did some good prank video. I could never do that. I can't keep a straight face. I'd be silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. According to Big Rob, this is true. Greg remembers it. I like both. I meant Leo. Why am I? I'm losing what the original thing
Yeah,
was.
me too.
AJ.
I have no idea. What's Leo?
I'm fucking the Swede, Greg and Joe. Any person had to do premature ejaculation when banging your girl. Happens to me a lot lately. Jesus, I wish I had those fucking problems. I can't come most times. I'm getting old. I would say think about baseball. Remember that used to be the original one. We were young when you first started getting laid. Don't think about it. Or sometimes you drive her nuts, and then you're still gonna.
Or just get a fat chick and shit like that, and you won't have to worry. Trouble getting a hard on.
It doesn't turn you on that much. The premature ejaculation,
stinky
but
box.
when you come, it's worse. So I would say, try to keep your mind off of it, and if it's really that close, right before you finish, pop out and go down and eat a little, get her to come that way, come back up, fuck her, and then just finish. You know. Greg has lived a very eventful life. Imagine a movie of all the outrageous. Oh man, a movie about Greg would be fucking awesome with the blood on.
Oh, there's so many stories and bullshit.
It's just the funny shit, not the fucking
funny shit. Yeah, not this stupid shit follows me. Ask my girlfriend. Look, who has a dick problem like I have right now? Not nobody. Nobody gets that. You know, you get fucking you get jockey on your legs. I got elephantiasis now on my fucking penis. Go ahead.
I've watched you since 16 or 17. Remember I told you I used to sneak watch your shows when I was with my lib girlfriend. I'm so glad. Yes.
Oh, God.
Yes. Who used to date a liberal girlfriend?
No, that doesn't work out. You can't have that shit.
Yeah.
You either got to convert her or go for it.
He actually used to be more left. And then he realized he did an open mind comparison and realized which one fit his life better and made the decision to come along to the conservative side. Greg's trend story with the demon girl chasing him. Well, a lot of that shit's in death, drugs, and muscle. A lot of the funny stuff's in there.
I think he's talking about the one I told on the internet with the, taking all the fucking, because I would have dreams of stupid shit like that with, like the dog and I arguing who's going to drive the car and shit like that, because Trent gives you fucked up dreams. The dog is telling me I'm driving the car. I'm like, no, you're not driving the car. I'm driving the car. The fucking girl's climbing up the side, side of the fucking building. Didn't you ever have stupid dreams?
Okay.
I used to have dreams.
What was that Goth girl story? The Gothic girl?
Oh, God, that's it. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, you know who? That was in, that girl actually stayed, that was Bette Midler's house. You know, really? Bette Midler? Yeah, Bette Midler owned that place. This girl used to stay with her and stay there. That was hers. It was right off the West Side Highway, way down towards Canal Street. It was a fucking loft, and man, that was fucking crazy. That was some. But Joe, I like goth girls. Lucia sometimes gets goth out, and I love that shit. She gets goth. She'll wear the fucking big shoes and the fucking jet black with the black lipstick. I like her as a demon. I like demon girls. I love that shit.
Go to a party and get all fucking.
Oh, I have. I've gone shit with her with goth and shit.
Biggest by then, if you're gonna, Greg and Joe, when he was younger, we were told women don't fart, but it's common knowledge that they do. The question is, what race of women tend to fart the most? I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh boy, I don't know. That's
I guess the ones that eat the most fucking. I guess greaseball, right? They eat a lot of cheese. That makes it,
I don't know, bro. You got to mix weird foods like sauerkraut and bananas with fucking yogurt or something like that. And you'd be like,
yeah. Stuff like, sauerkraut's one of those things. AJ likes T-Bone like you do. We had a beer we named T-Bone for whatever reason. We never called it to a face. Sometimes you and your pals will make up nicknames people without them knowing. Yes, we've always done that. Yeah, make up nicknames for people. We had a girl we nicknamed Bacala. For obvious
and we
reasons.
know why.
And we know why, but she knew.
She smelled like low tide in Sheepshead Bay when the fucking water goes up. She smelled like low tide.
Sheepshead Bay. He said it was a joke years later. That doesn't count, Joe. It doesn't count. He did say it was a joke years later. He was trying to, but when called out on it, he didn't try to cover it. He just laughed about it. He was trying to make it seem like it was legit. But isn't that the whole point of the joke? Like, people believe it. It's even funnier. I don't know. I ain't covering for Rob. Oh, you know that. He never said a joke till you confronted him. He passed it off as real for years. He did. He did. That's true, too. After Charlie Kirk's passing, there was a singer, I believe, named Bob Dylan or Dylan. You know, it's because for us, we mock her. Bob Dylan. Are you talking about Bob Dylan? I did not see that.
No, I think he's talking about some guy.
Isn't
You're
it
talking
Bob
about the
Dylan?
black dude that's from, I think I know who he's talking about.
I don't know who that.
He's English and he's black dude that fucking get on stage and he's like, fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck Charlie. He does all that shit. I think I know who he's talking about.
Bro, even if I go see a concert and they're saying fuck Obama, I'm not there to hear you talk
Yeah,
about Obama.
really,
I'm here-
fuck that. I don't
that
want to hear
song.
your political views.
I'm watching Kiss. I want to hear Love Gun. I don't want to hear fucking Trump, Obama. I don't want to hear any of it. Sing the fucking song, stupid.
I don't
That's
like
all.
when they get political. Look at fucking.
I hate it.
Look at what's the name? I used to like Bruce Springsteen. I don't like that shit anymore. I liked it when I was young.
Now I hate it even more. But
Born to Run, Rosalita, shit like that. I liked all that.
I mean, his songs are okay, but I never was a fan. Like,
Yeah.
I never put my
I
name
mean, I
on the
wasn't
album.
the biggest fan,
But
but
on the radio, you know, I heard it. I never
yeah,
went out of my way.
right.
Blow your load and go back in for round two. AJ, it's funny you should say that. Quick story, when I was a teenager, banging my ex-girlfriend, all of a sudden I feel like I gotta come, and there's no holding back. I come, but she doesn't realize it. She was on the pill, right? So I had no bag on. So you're fucking 16, 17, you know, you could fuck all night. Now, me, once things are now. I kept, you know, going light until I worked it back up again. And I came probably about 10, 15 minutes later, the second load. After we were finished, I said, did you notice that and she's like, you know, I think we had a few in us. And she's like, not at all. She goes, how the fuck were you able to do that? I said, I didn't want to ruin it for you. It was too quick. So I did that. I pulled off a great feat many years ago. So that would have been another option. But if I tried to do that now, it would be a month before I got it back up. Big Lenny also flat out admitted Big Rob got fired with phone records. That's the bottom line. Yeah, no more about that. Drool. Yeah, apparently he called the hospital and said Big Lenny was on Pornhub sucking a tranny's dick, and they fired him. And apparently that's what happened. Greg, remember when before I got locked up, I knocked out Dave Winfield.
Oh, God.
Only hitting the 81 World Series and then having the nerve to, yes, he did at Dodger Stadium. I believe it was game 3, a Saturday afternoon game in the 81 World Series. He went like 1 for whatever.
He went 1 for like 46, and he had the audacity to
asked
to
for
call
the
that
ball.
shit. That's
After
why.
he was
That's why. What's his name? George Steinbrenner used to call him Mr. May. Remember?
Yeah.
Because he performed big in May, but you know.
He always said the biggest mistake was letting Mr. October leave.
Yep.
That was his guy, Reggie. They'd be farting in their sleep. That's why when you get cum bubbles, if you fuck them in the air. Was she into miniature train sets or something? Who was it? See, I'm so fucking far behind. I'm losing the comment. Yes, I'm going to the Olympia. We need you, Greg, and Tony to hang out the Olympia. Greg, are you going to the Olympia? I know you're a big fan of the bodybuilding. We're gonna have to get Greg on FaceTime. He's not gonna be there.
Yeah, I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to Mr. Olympia. Fuck that.
I'm good for business purposes. I gotta get content.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a business thing, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going because I'm a bodybuilding fan. It's not like
No, I understand.
You gotta do content. Yeah, I gotta do interviews and and cover the show. Fuck your policy. Yes, I go to a concert to escape the bullshit. 100%. Yep. His name is Bob Dylan. Okay, he's Moon Cricket. Oh, Jesus. That you're thinking about. Yes. He's got his visa revoked months back. Oh, from the U.S.? Yeah,
Yes.
I don't want to hear any fucking politics at a concert. As long as I don't go, it's an achievable.
No,
Yeah, I don't know how I did it to this day. I still.
What's that?
Greg, blowing the load and staying in and getting it up and shooting a second
Oh
one.
shit, you're a man. I can't do that. I guess when you're young,
you got a fucking an award, like a big, like a, like a.
you were young at the time, right? Were you young? You were young, right?
17, yeah, I was a baby.
Yeah, see, maybe, I don't know. Remember when
you're
you
young, you can fucking shoot 5 loads in a night. When
dude, you get fucking that horny fucking. You go look at your first. You look at a Playboy and you're like, you know what I mean?
The door's not even closed. You're already grabbing that fucking Macy's catalog.
Dude, you remember the Sears catalog? We used to use the Sears.
The Christmas ones,
the bras and shit.
Oh, dude, that was like having like full-fledged porno movie. Like,
yes,
that was so good. Yeah. These
that
kids don't know how to got it.
No, now you go on porn. You got these fucking porn sites and shit. Forget about it. We didn't have that shit when we were young. Fuck, man, we didn't even. I remember when I got HBO, I thought it was the greatest thing on the planet. You know what I mean?
Even scrambled porno, you would jerk off.
Remember that? You try to look through the squiggles and shit.
I see a nipple. We still haven't seen the Alabama conference from last time. Well, that was, didn't you say, Dave said he needed to use that footage for the movie?
Yeah, you're going to see some footage once that the Jumbo Palumbo 2 comes out. That's where a lot of
There's 2 of them?
Yeah. Oh, don't make me say anything.
I won't say a word. Moon cricket. AJ, that's one of my favorite. It's so funny. I've never really used that myself.
What's that?
I just think the expression moon cricket.
What does that mean?
It's a racial epithet against a certain race.
Moon cricket.
Like the N-word. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where it originates from, but
moon cricket.
I don't get it, but it's funny. I mean, are they crickets are dark, like you say them, eggplant,
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I can think of. Joe, you rock my world. That was the kid Nick with the mask. He said that. Joe rocks my world. Linda McHann, there she is. Cher said that getting tongue fucked by G. Simmons felt the same as Sonny Bono's cock. And the beat goes on.
Oh,
that's
God.
right. Cher did have an affair.
She was good looking back then.
She was. I mean, listen, if she came up to you right now and said, Greg, I got no makeup on, but I'm Cher. You want to fuck me? No money, nothing. No strings. You going to say no?
Back in the day, I would have fucking ate her butt.
Right now.
She was
Right
skinny.
now.
I don't know. I'd have to see her mouth.
Remember when she was singing Half Breed on the horse?
Oh, yeah.
Half Breed.
But she come out with that white thing and it'd be all down to here and the belly button would be showing with the dark tan and that long black hair. She was very pretty,
Didn't he marry her when she was like 17 or something?
Yeah, she was young.
And she loved him until the end. She cried at his funeral. She did an eulogy.
Yeah.
He smashed his fucking little face in that tree. Skiing, that stupid kid.
That's right. He skied into a tree. Wait, what was I going to say? I'm trying to think. Elvira, right? Elvira. I told you that story already, right? She was a young girl, and she was a Vegas showgirl before she became Elvira, right? Yeah. And everybody liked Elvira. Remember the tits and ass and shit on her, and she was, Elvira. Yeah. And then they said that Tom Jones fucking fucked her. And she said his cock was so big. She was telling us on a Howard Stern show. She said his cock was so big because supposedly he's like a foot long fatty, like I do right now.
but it's not a disease.
Yeah, it'll go down though. Yeah. She said that it ripped her open. She was a virgin, and ripped her open where she actually had to go to get stitches down there. You know, where she had to go to the hospital. It's a very
That's not
famous story.
unusual. Not
Huh?
unusual, girl.
That's
Not unusual.
It's not unusual to go out. Yeah, she said he was a wild man. He was supposed to be a pretty wild dude.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm sure he got a lot of fucking.
Dude, he was hung like a fucking, like a monster, you know?
Big name, and he was one of those Vegas guys when Vegas was, you know, everything.
Oh, he had a huge name when you and I were young. You know what I mean? Remember Tom Jones?
His shit's good. I like to this day. I enjoy the songs. He's good. He had what was that other? I can't think of the other one. My friend, when we were like 12, was the first to have an internet connection. He used to print porn and bring it to school for us to look at. Your friend was a fucking good egg. You should buy that guy a fucking nice fucking piece of Schwigadel now. A box of Schwigadel.
You guys are young.
Yeah. Greg and Joe, if you move to Italy in the future, say you go there, it's been taken over by illegal governments running the show. Would you try to get a group together, try to sort it out? I guess if it's too late, they already got it. And what are you going to do? I mean, I guess I would try to find a little hole in the wall.
I'd find another place to live. I couldn't, because I want,
I don't want to live amongst the grease balls. I don't want to live amongst fucking.
I want peace and quiet. Like I want peace. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I want to go and eat.
Everybody there were other guineas. I want peace. You understand? I don't need nobody fucking like driving me crazy. You know what I mean? I'm older now. I want to relax. You know, I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to have to go outside because some savages are acting up with a fucking with my car or shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't recognize the place, telling women with foreigners, illegals are committing crimes. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't want to fucking. I might as well fucking move to Dearborn, Michigan. It's so close. Share, I'm doing it. Yeah, of course. What's the major hit? Honey,
Joe,
what was it? The beat goes on from there, and then what was the other one?
I got you, babe.
I got I mean, they used to have the Sonny and Cher show on
night. Joe, if you did move to Dearborn, Michigan, would you force your wife to wear a hijab and shit like that?
To try to like show respect for the Muslims that are the majority.
No, because you're the man. Now you got to live alongside, like you get to tell the wife, yeah, I'm the man. You listen to what I say.
I could be like
you'd be the last. She'd be like, oh, okay, you're the man, all right? Well, guess what?
Take that and fucking choke myself.
Right. She'd say, you wear this hijab, motherfucker.
From a fucking flagpole.
Because listen,
Greg sold heroin up in Dykeman.
Wait, that's funny, Dykeman. Hey, listen.
In Washington Heights, you're talking about?
Yes, that's what he's talking about. Right off the fucking Dykeman's, right off the right off the Henry Hutchins. Henry Hudson, for Christ's sake.
Henry Hudson.
That's a
whole neighborhood. Yeah.
That's a shithole, bro.
Sex Bomb, Tom Jones hit.
Yeah, that's another one of the songs. Sex Bomb.
I'm glad Corey's laughing at it because I don't know, who made it up, what the origination and what exactly stands for. You're laughing. It's funny. So that's cool. So you got, Corey's, he got a sense of humor. He knows this is all for fucking shit and giggles here. Tom Jones, Elvira. Yeah, that's pretty wild though. Greg, what's your body count?
My body count? You mean banging chicks? Oh, I don't know. Oh, fuck, I don't know. You have to throw a few trannies in there, so I don't know. It'd be a...
Life after love.
I never sat back. You can't listen. Anybody that's got a count, like when I saw who the other day was like they asked him that
not
same
that many,
and he's like 10,000, whatever, and I'm like, you ain't fucking no 10,000. You ain't fucking no 10,000 girls, bro. You're out of your fucking mind. I have no idea. I don't keep the count. After you fuck about 5 or 6, you start losing count. You know what I mean?
What's the one you're with?
Yeah,
that's just
yeah. I don't know my body count. I don't know how many. A lot though. A lot. But it depends. Some you just get blowjobs. Some you fucking, she sucks your dick, or you eat the box with her. Some you fucking go all the way. You know what I mean? Sometimes you suck each other's dick. Sometimes I'm just kidding. It was a joke. That was a joke.
That was great. Flipped it, and it was good. Greg and Joe, Dorian Yates now says he lives a more spiritual life by doing daily meditations, yoga, and taking drugs in the Amazon occasionally. What do you think about this new age spirituality? Listen, who am I to say? It's not my style of stuff. If that's what makes him happy, good for Dorian.
Dorian's a strange dude. Maybe he does. I don't know. He lives a spiritual life,
That's kind of shit like what's his name was into. Who's the 78, 77, 78 Mr. Zane, Frank Zane.
Yeah, but what happened? No, but this guy to the next level. And when he says he lives like amongst the fucking dude, that guy's doing like ayahuasca and DMT and shit like that. But it's a spiritual life. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
You want to get stoned? Just say it for what it is.
Yeah, right. I don't. To me, it means nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's good for him. He's all right.
Yeah. I put an offering of Buddha outside the hotel. All hotels have little altars. I asked security guard to teach me how to do it right. Very nice experience. See, that's good. You did exactly what they are doing the opposite of in your home country while you're visiting another nation. You're asking, I want to do it the correct way. Can you explain it to me? I don't want to do something that looks silly or disrespectful. Good for you. And you're not a Buddhist, but you're a tourist. Nicholas K. I'm not going to say it, Nick. You're not going to. Only problem if Joe lived in Dearborn, Michigan, the son and daughter would have to get married. At least she would be an Italian man now. Fuck Omar. I would never move to Dearborn, Michigan. And yes, but I agree. I want an Italian man. That's why I want Nick to be my son.
He's trying to say that your son would have to marry your daughter. Like Ilya Omar.
Oh, thank you for clearing that up.
That's what he's trying to say. He's saying your son would marry your daughter, and that's what he's trying to say. Dearborn, Michigan, they marry each other, brother and sister. That's what he's saying.
They're all screwed up because of sorry for misunderstanding that, Nicholas. That's funny though. I will ring a bell. That's good. I'm because it would have. I would laugh my balls off if I read it correctly. Greg, question for you. Joe had to burn all his porn before we got married. Did you get rid of those pics if you had any? Like
Joe. Hey, Joe. Yeah. What did he have to do? Joe had to burn all his pornographic pics. He had
collection things.
I'm married. Do you also give? No. Are you kidding me? No, I don't collect pictures. But if I did, I could send pictures of naked dudes to my girlfriend, and she'll send me hot chicks and shit like that. We have like Lucia, right?
I'm talking like pictures that you of exes.
Oh, I don't take pictures. Oh, pictures of my ex-girlfriends?
Yeah.
Man, I got pictures of Jalissa, I think, on a wall in here. Yeah, she don't care. Oh, okay. No porn. We didn't do it. We didn't really do porn like that. You know what I'm saying? But Lucia, I'll send Lucia porn clips right now with dudes and shit like that. I see a guy like, talking about she likes big black cock and shit. If I saw it, I'd be like, oh, she liked this guy, and I'd send it to her, and she'd be like, oh.
No problem. She's a good sport then. Thanks for answering. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching and asking the questions. Undefeated heavyweight Rocky Marciano, 48 is known as the best conditioned boxer in that style tough. But how tough was he? He was a street guy. He was a street guy. Yeah, he wasn't. Boxing was different back then in the 40s and shit.
Well, first of all, he fought. He needed to make money. He was a baseball player. He was a catcher in the Red Sox organization. He actually, one of his players. One of his guys was the second baseman, which was one of his best friends. Got hit by got spiked really bad and was pulled out of the game and had to go to the hospital. So he got on first. I don't know whether he got a hit or a walk, but then the next guy got a hit and he ran into the second baseman and spiked him. And other guys jumped on top of him and he started knocking dudes out. And it was a boxing scout there said, wow, this guy can fight. And he asked Marciano, how long have you been fighting? Marciano said, I just got street fights. He wasn't an organized, he wasn't some kid that's been boxing,
never knew
since
that.
he's a little kid. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
had
he
no
played
idea.
club. Did you know that he was a catcher in baseball? He was a catcher in a Red Sox organization. Google it. Nick, if you're watching this, Google it. I'm telling you, he was a catcher in the Red Sox,
That is, this
and
made him start the box, and
he started. He
obviously-
fought a guy on the field, and they couldn't believe he knocked the dude like one punch, bang, knocked this guy, and another guy came at him, and that's how he started. And the thing is with him is that even Tyson, because Customato was a Rocky Marciano guy, so Tyson formed a lot of his stuff, the bobbing and coming in, and never, Marciano never stepped back. He always came at you, just like Tyson. You know what I mean? And Marciano used to throw a Suzy Q, which I think he would come down and he would throw from the top of the head. He would hit you on the arms, so that after a while you couldn't move your arms. If he thought you were fucking running away, he would throw a low shot in your ribs and try to get you hit, even on a thigh, so you couldn't run away. I mean, he had it so that you always heard stories, Joe, right, about him hitting the guys in the arms, where after a while they couldn't raise their arms anymore. You know what I mean?
Hit, their arms are fucking banged up.
He was one of the strongest fighters ever as far as punching ability goes, and he would have been a cruiserweight today. He wouldn't even been a heavyweight.
Yeah, he wasn't a big dude at all.
No, but he wasn't one of these guys that fought in the Olympics. He had a regular job. He was a baseball player. If Nick, your guy Nick, is telling you, he probably knows a little bit about that.
Yeah, we all have naughty picks like that. Yes.
No, I didn't take naughty picks. Did I take any naughty picks? I might have. With her a long time ago, maybe on a Polaroid.
Yeah, all good, Joe. You can say my full name. It doesn't offend me. Oh, that's neat. That's nice to know, Nicholas K. I'll be sure I didn't say it. I have plenty. I'm headed out for some food. I'm craving Taco Bell, but where he is. It's 4:46 in the morning over there. There's always good stuff in 7-Eleven. That's what they call 7. They call 7-Eleven 7 in Thailand.
Oh God, he's in Thailand.
Yeah, he loves it.
I thought he's in Sweden or something.
Well, he's on vacation.
Oh, he's fucking with them lady boys. He's not telling you that though.
Oh no, he likes there's regular lady girls there too.
Nah, the lady boys are better looking than the regular girls. He knows it. He's fun. He don't want to tell you. He don't want to tell you.
Got to come back with more than a fucking sandwich from 7-Eleven.
He's gonna come back singing that song. More than a woman, you're more than a woman to me.
You are more than Chris Miller, Rocky Marciano, decapitated in a plane crash. Sad death.
That's how he died. But wait, I think what's his name? Okay, wait. Nick is on here, so it's saying Greg, you are 100% correct. Okay, thank you.
Marciano is the only fighter to stop every time to face the world heavyweight title, holds the highest knockout percentage worth 86%.
Yep, he fought out of 49 fights. He had like 42 or 43 knockouts. Only like 6 guys ever were not knocked out by him.
Yes, 48 was his
some of them
record.
he fought more than once, so he knocked them out.
Greg, Greg is 100% correct. Nick is the fucking encyclopedia.
You know what's funny? The thing is, he had endurance. He got strong when you were getting tied out in the fucking. It was like a Diaz brother. When you were getting tied out in the 12th inning, he was in the 12th round. He'd still be at you, and he'd be. He never got like fucking gassed. He was a very fit guy. Never got gassed to bombs. And when he hit you, he would constantly hit your shoulders. He knew the muscles to hit too. He would hit the delts a lot so that you couldn't raise your arms like this, you know?
Yeah, he was always just hit somebody in the fucking face. He would
He would work your body and everything. He would constantly hit you in the ribs. So after a while, you would keep your hands down to cover your ribs because your ribs are so sore. And then you're open. You're done.
Almost like a predator animal will bite, like a piranha will bite like a fish's fins. They don't just swallow them like Oscars. If you ever watch a piranha, goldfish, they bite their fins, so now they can't swim.
Can't get away.
They're like doing this retard fucker move. Now they just they come and just rip them apart.
But that was
yeah, that's how he was.
Marciano's mantra was to make it so that you could not protect yourself anyway. He would hit arms all the time, give guys Charlie horses in their arms so they couldn't even raise it. Do you ever see when he knocked out Jersey Joe Walker? Jersey Joe Walker was smacking him around. And he knocked him out so hard in the 13th round. He hit him so hard that his head turned into an egg. You know when you ever hit a tennis ball and the tennis ball goes
Well, there's that famous picture of that
That's
shot.
the famous picture. I had that picture on my wall as a kid.
His fucking face is like, it looks like it's melted. It's
Like an egg, Joe. Just like a fucking egg, man. He hit it so hard that when you hit a tennis ball, it goes like this. That's what. You know what's funny? They had a fight again, and Walcott was scared, didn't want to even go out in the ring with him, and he knocked him out right away because he was so scared of Marciano. Because Marciano hit hard.
Yeah. Too bad he, he had a short but a great career. Jake LaMotta was an animal, real badass. Yeah, well, the Raging Bull movie is about Jake LaMotta. Similar kind of fighter, but Jake was fucking maniac.
Jake was a brawler. Rocky Graziano too was another one. They were, but people don't know that, but they used to hang out with each other and were actually in a boys' group home with each other before they became famous. They knew each other before they were famous. They both got arrested and were stuck in like a juvenile detention center. Nick, I know you can find that out too. Nick's like our law guardian.
They used to hang out with Sonny Franchise too.
They were fucking best friends. Graziano and Raging Bull were best friends, and they were in a juvenile detention center together.
I never fucking about either. That's so fucking cool.
They knew each other, and I think they didn't want to fight each other because they were like brothers. They were very close, And Graziano was one of the only people that like LaMotta really respected, because LaMotta was like a fucking lunatic. He didn't respect anybody.
Well, the movie shows. I don't know how Hollywood it was. What were commercials that Rocky Graziano and his wife used to do years ago in the 70s? It wasn't the money store. It
was it OTB?
Like
No, it wasn't OTB. Was it OTB?
Stupid. Remember how they were goofy commercials? His wife, they were just like typical Guinea.
Was it Midas Muffler or something like that? Let me look it up. I gotta
look it up. But that's how, when I was a little kid, I didn't know who he was as a fighter. I knew him from the commercials. But that was hysterical, though. Rocky Graziano, I forget the wife's name.
Yes, he was a very he was a very funny guy. He had a good personality. He was not, but he was a bad dude, Joe.
What the fuck?
Is that you, Joe?
Yeah, I have my thing on fucking silent, but of course the computer's connected to the iPhone. I'm getting a spam risk phone call going through the fucking FaceTime. Sorry, folks. I try to prevent it with my phone, but it isn't on here. I keep forgetting to close. You're close to 3 hours. It's a new
I was right.
Yeah.
It's OTB. I'm sorry, Joseph. It's
OTB.
Yeah,
okay.
I was right. OTB.
OTB. Proof positive that the fucking authorities cannot run a book properly. How could you go bankrupt? Fucking retards. Fucking government cocksuckers. No ladybugs for me, he says. Oh God, believe me, Greg. I tell Joe I do more than that. Yes, I can vouch. I can vouch who and the ladybugs. Yep. He actually, it's almost like he's a bouncer at Studio 54. Vacation mode.
So he's saying he doesn't bang any lady boys out there.
No lady boys. Yes. 15 rounds, the heavyweight championship of the world.
James J. Braddock. Hey, Braddock is coming around the ring, and he's on the left and the right, and Braddock's down. You always those fucking guys always had the same voices, right? And now we're gonna go in the 10th round, and 10th round is the round that's gonna make. And here comes the bell, ding ding, and Braddock come out of the corner, and Braddock. Here comes Sonny. Listen, they're like, what the fuck, And
the 10th round is brought to you by Schaefer Beer.
Yeah, right. Camel cigarettes when you want to get a smooth shit. Yeah, right. Dude, you know what I like? You ever watch videos of like there's Dick Allen for the fucking Cardinals, and he's sitting in the dugout smoking a cigarette and shit. George Brett smoking a cigarette. You know what I mean? Imagine that.
Fucking having a poker in the inning between innings. Thank you for asking. Marciano was training probably very basic, running 50 miles a day, swimming, heavy bear work, and lots of sparring. Yeah, and he obviously was taught where to hit guys and how to work
He
on.
ran a lot. He ran.
He,
He's one of the reasons Mike Tyson was so great, because Customato was a Marciano fan. He used to show him videos of Marciano because remember, Marciano was smaller and more. They were built very similar. Him and the styles were the same. Marciano would come out and he would you could hit Marciano bang like this and he could take a punch. See, that's the fucking thing. A lot of guys can throw a punch, but what happens when they get hit in the snot box? You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they don't know what to do. They're like this, right?
What's Tyson's famous thing? Everybody's got a plan until they get punched.
Punch in the face, right?
Right?
All that's
Tyson.
Marciano shit, though. All that shit came from Marciano. That's the way he was, He would get in there, and he never stepped back, I mean, Ezra Charles, bang, 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 would beat the shit out of him, and he'd fucking knock him out.
The record alone is amazing. And then when you think about, like Nick said, the ratio, he only had a handful of non-knockouts.
I think it's 6 guys. I could be wrong, but I believe it's out of 49 fights, only 6 were not knockouts. I mean, and some of those guys he fought a second time and knocked them out. He just was a monster. They used to get afraid. I mean, he beat Joe Louis with Joe Louis was a little bit out of his primer. He was like, kind of washed up. But he hit him so hard that Joe Louis went out of the ring and landed in the fucking seats, and he felt bad about it. They said he cried because he really liked Joe Louis. He didn't want to hurt him.
He probably fucking liked boxing and liked Louis before he boxed.
Right, Louis was his idol. You know what I mean?
Fucking big names, yeah. He likes to go for the above 40 Cougar because they know when they were young doctors didn't prescribe all this modern day shit to alter them early. You know what I mean? So the Cougars are better to be trusted. So they're not trying to pull the foreskin over your eyes. So, I didn't even know that I got up, and you're right on the money. Boom. The next set, what that's I'm assuming was
Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
The boys' home.
Because I don't read a lot of books, but Marciano was one of my idols in school, and even I think I talk about him and Arnold in my your high school. When you write high school, you have your what do you call that again? Your little paragraph at the end of school, I idolized him, my father, Schwarzenegger, unfortunately, and my Uncle Joe. Those were my idols, and my cousin Ricky. And what I'm saying is, but I read Marciano's book, you know what I mean? And Ali Reynolds was his corner man. I'm very good with all that shit. And I know that Marciano was a paranoid motherfucker too, because he was poor. And when he finally made money, he didn't know what to do. So they said that when he died, his wife was like, "Where's the fucking money?" They were digging up, because he used to hide money in coffee cans and dig it in the lawn. He would hide money out in the grave. He would own properties and he would buried it. They still didn't find half his money.
Coffee cans when he didn't do coffee cans.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, you can't fucking. They never found all his money. His wife was like, "What the fuck? He's dead. They left us with." You know what I mean? But that's the way he was. He was, because a lot of people that were poor. And you get these guys that are poor, and all of a sudden they start making money. What are they doing? They're flashing their money and shit in their fancy cars. But you know what? That all can go tomorrow, and then you get used to living that lifestyle. He didn't. They lived
in the same apartments and shit. They lived.
Right.
They weren't making money.
That was right. A lot of those guys stayed in the same apartments they lived in when they were broke. You know what I mean?
So
they were afraid to spend the money.
They don't know how long there was no pension system.
No, but you know what happens? I don't mean to sound fucked up, but this is so racist. But listen, back then, you had the Italian mother, right? The Italian father, save your money. We don't put it away. We don't. Don't spend your money, right? But then today, you get the ghetto mother. Oh, I'm gonna get my hair done. Go buy me a house, right? And then I gotta take care of my moms. I got my moms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How many moms you got? No, that's my mother. I mean, my moms. And anyway, they're flashing money. Now all of a sudden, the woman who gave birth to him, maybe she worked, maybe she was on welfare, and that got gold teeth and shit. That's a mother. She's waving the money now. Got the big fake hair wig and shit. You know what I mean? Because now they're all in on it.
The wives are flashy fucking, that's their whole thing too.
Joe, I was at the VMA Awards, like 2003 or whatever it was. I was with Melly Mel outside.
Uh-huh.
So I was with Melly Mel, Grandmaster Flash, you know, and we're out there, and he all of a sudden the fucking limo pulls up, and fucking Bobby Brown gets out, and Bobby Brown's brother gets out. Now Bobby Brown's I didn't know it. He had a twin brother. I'm like, wait, there's two Bobby Browns, and he goes, no, that's my boy. So he comes over. Melly Mel introduced now because you know I'm very close with Melly Mel. So Melly Mel introduces me. They start arguing over the fucking Yankees because that's back when Boston Red Sox, and because Bobby Brown's a Red Sox fan, and he's going to Bobby Brown kept calling Melly Mel old school motherfucker, old school, you know. But they were playing arguing. But all of a sudden, out of that limo comes these fucking ghetto motherfuckers. Like, yo, man, what's up, motherfucker? Yo, I just got out of jail, did a 20-year fucking bid, man. I used to read your column. And what's up, motherfucker? Yeah, man. And Brett's stinking and shit, like fucking booze. And I'm like, I'm looking at Bobby Brown. I'm like, holy fuck, this is why this guy's got fucking problems. You know what I mean? Look what he's hanging out with. I mean, Joe, like real ghetto, like the fucking low of the low. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're coming out of the limo. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, Bobby for us here, man. Come on, man. You know, gold teeth and shit, and fucking breath like fucking, ghetto fucking weaves and shit. You know, yo, what's up, motherfucker? I was like, holy shit.
He fucking was a mess, that guy.
Yeah,
a lot of fucking.
But then Melly Mel starts arguing with them too because they start with the fucking. Oh, it was stupid over the Boston Red Sox, Joe.
I remember in the movie, he's eating a sandwich. Pesci goes, "Look at you, fat bastard! Look at your way you eat." Remember?
Dude, Joe Pesci. Fuck Robert De Niro. Joe Pesci's the fucking guy, bro.
Pesci's great.
Joe Pesci's the fucking guy. Did you know that he was once? He tells the story that he was in a fucking nightclub in New York City. They were a party. It was a party, but it was at a nightclub, and there was a lot of celebrities there. And one of the bouncers, a big motherfucker, started with him. And he's like, hey, dude, I'm just an actor. Like, I don't want no trouble, right? And all of a sudden, Mel Gibson came over and told the fucking guy, you want to go? I'll go with you outside right now, motherfucker. And he said Mel Gibson actually was, supposedly Mel Gibson can throw hands. That's Pesci tells the story. I like that, though.
I like both of them. Mel
Me
Gibson's
too.
Good
dude, Mel Gibson's from here. Where I live, he went to an elementary school. Yeah. Nobody knows that. Go Google it and you'll see. Everybody thinks
he was born there.
The school he went to is right down the street from AOC's house where she lived. It's right here in Yorktown. He's from Peekskill in Yorktown. He was born at Peekskill Community Hospital. He moved there when he was like 12, so he's an American citizen. His parents moved to Australia, but he's not Australian. He's American.
That's fucking wild. I never knew that till you told me. Paul Till, there he is. Big Paul. Vinny Paz was fun to watch. Greg probably has met him before, I assume. Oh, Pazienza.
Yeah, Joe and I did a thing with him.
We were on the talk show in 2013, 14.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
On it also. Plus, also Artie from The Sopranos was on it also. That was a fun group of people there.
We had a good time. Pazienza was good. We had a good time with him. He was fun.
He's very good, very good guy, man. And that movie about him was really good with what's the kid, Miles Turner that played him with the car accident. The dude, best advice for starting a powerlifting routine.
Actually, that movie didn't happen yet. It was just he had told us that he had just gotten a note from like Scorsese or whatever that they were going to make that movie. Like, remember he was telling us like, "Oh, dude, they're going to make a movie about me." Huh?
Did it scenes from it? Like they had scenes online from it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but when he was with you and I, when we were with
it wasn't out back then. Yes,
right. It's before the movie was made because he was telling us that night. Yeah, they just approved they're going to be doing a movie about me. Like, yeah. Remember that? He was all excited.
Miles Turner was playing him, and I couldn't picture who Miles Turner was.
Yeah,
he was got dogs, and he's excellent. He's a good actor. That guy. Dude, he's a great power lifter, and he's one of our own MSM family. Wayne Nucky, not Nucky Thompson. Wayne the Machine Martin. Look him up on YouTube, on Instagram. DM me on Instagram at Muscle Sport Mag, and I'll send you his thing. He's my buddy. He's a power lifter, and he is going to go into strongman. He's sponsored by Animal Universal, the company. He's a power lifter. I couldn't tell you this thing about powerlifting. When you're chatting up a cougar, there's also less competition. They cling to you. There you go. Smart. I used to be the same way when I was younger.
No cougars for me.
I go for the divorcees. Stick your dick in a jar of bees. You won't come. Oh, that's for how to hold back from premature ejaculation. Jar of bees. I have a cougar who will not double text me 15 times. Text me. No shame, like a baby oak. Okay. Is it true Joe Pesci used to sing? Yes, he used to sing with Phil Leotardo, with Billy Batts.
He also sang. He was part of for the Four Seasons, right? Like Frankie Valli. He got him. Wasn't it Frankie Valli that he got started?
I'm not sure. That you could be right. I don't know.
Wait, he's from who's from Jersey? It's the Four Seasons, right?
Yeah, the Jersey Boys.
Yes,
Frankie Valli.
He got Jersey Boys. The movie's about that and how Joe Pesci got them started. Joe Pesci started that. Google it.
But
Joe Pesci got
the Shine Box thing. They were singers together. There's a famous picture of them when they were younger with this mustache, and they look real goofy. It was an actual. I thought it was Photoshop. I found out they actually had like they were a duet. They sang like oldies and shit.
Yes.
Like in the 60s.
Nobody knows that, but he also was part of Frankie Valli. He was their manager, got them in where they were. Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Google. That's what the movie Jersey Boys was about. Google it. When you're done, you'll be like, get the fuck out of here. He was in with them. He's the one who got them to be famous.
Frankie Valli, they still put him up on stage. He looks. I feel so.
Oh, dude, and he sang. It sounds terrible now.
He doesn't sing. He's singing along, and there's a guy behind him singing like background, but he's singing his lyrics, and they play the fucking track. I feel he's so fucking old now. Let him retire. Majority are not smart with their money nowadays. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Listen, I don't. If somebody gave me a big wad of money, I guess I would have fun with it too. I saw the video. Mel Gibson up the Mexican guy fixed his car all night at a gas station. No, but that's pretty cool though. I truly believe Pesci was affiliated with the mob. He might have been because the whole Valley thing. That's always been like the worst secret. The Four Seasons used to play a lot of things. They had.
Oh, he definitely was mob connected.
Yeah, definitely. Luce Azul, Greg, how did you go from the most hated man in bodybuilding to one of the most loved? Do you think that's because of the TL documentary? Look at him.
No, the TLC documentary made me. Was part of the most hated shit. No, they made me hate.
You know what? I think Bigger, Stronger, Faster was an answer to
Bigger, Stronger, Faster helped. Obviously, but the real thing that helped was me writing the column, the Ramblin' Freak. Right. The Ramblin' Freak column is what brought it out. So people saw another side to me. They didn't think I was just some guy, like, that got ridiculously big and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, the Ramblin' Freak was more like comedy and shit. Like, I used to tell Steve, don't. What's that?
Oh, Steve would laugh. He'd be reading your column, and I would just hear him LOL. But it literally, LOL.
Yeah, because I wrote the top column. It was very funny and shit. So they like that, and I still write it, by the way. So I write it for Muscle Sport Mag. And if you guys are interested in the last fucking bodybuilding magazine left on the planet, there it is. It's called Talking Smack, and it's the same. It's the same magazine.
I'm fucking
all right.
Up the camera, but this is the column.
Right, that's the column. It's written the same way, all caps, bullshit, blah 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 blah.
That's the Ramblin' Freak, but it's called
right. It's the Ramblin' Freak, but we call him Talking Smack because Steve Blackman owned the rights to the Ramblin' Freak. Right.
Yep.
But it's the same column. So if you guys enjoyed that shit, talk to Joe, and let's get your magazine.
Last store. I'll have the issue in the mailbox tomorrow for you. I've noticed that bodyguards. It's. Listen, I'm biased. This is the best. At least for celebs, seem to be less common. His video of Justin Bieber walking. Yeah, Bieber's getting a little weird. He looks like he's using some kind of.
Who's that?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. That poor kid.
garages anymore with them. With
Oh, that poor kid. The girls used to go nuts. Now they're like, get away from me. You know, he's fucking shot.
Yeah, my daughter, she's the cardboard life-size thing when she was a little girl. I took her to the concert twice to see him when she was little. You know, because she couldn't go alone. Right?
Baby,
So
baby.
I'll be honest. Kid was talented as fuck. He played guitar, drums.
Yeah, man.
Good.
But they ruined him. The brothers got a hold of him and
Yeah, he started smoking all of the weed and shit. Thoughts on the Rock downsizing? Maybe there's a health issue we're unaware of. Maybe he doesn't want to.
Just went off the Bubania, that's all.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have a heart attack. Greg and Joe, if we were a bit worried about safety and hire a personal bodyguard, what qualities will you want him to have? A big gun.
Yeah, man. Same thing with Batista, by the way. He looks like shit.
Who?
Batista is another one. Lost all that weight. He looks like shit.
Looks like, was he going for a movie?
Yeah, that's what he wants. Like, I want to be known more for like character roles, dude. Simmer down with that shit. You're not going to see Schwarzenegger playing like fucking Shakespeare and shit. You know, you have a certain look that people, you know, you're a big guy, tall. You know what I'm saying? He's like 6'6" or something like that. You know,
Greg is again. Greg Joe Pesci was childhood friends with Frankie Valli's reference in a Broadway play. That's exactly what Greg said.
Thank you, Nick.
I was aware of that. I didn't see the play.
He made Frankie Valli. He pulled the strings and made Frankie Valli what he is. If it wasn't for him, you might not know. And the Four Seasons. That's what that movie Jersey Boys is about and shit.
Yeah, and had a Broadway play for years. My parents loved it. They want to see it. That we got them tickets. They loved it. Frankie Valli, whatever his name is, you've seen. Yep, we were just talking about it. Looked like he's holding. Yes, I don't know if he is insisting on doing it or his people are putting him out there for the money. But he's got
some guys, so they don't know anything else, and if they can't sing, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, maybe he's like, no, I want to do it. I don't care. I want to die on.
But he lost it. It's definitely bad. It's just like David. Yeah. You ever see David Roth come back with fucking Van Halen? And he's like, jump, let's just jump. And I'm like, oh my God.
Running with the devil.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore, though.
With the leather he's wearing on the suit, it looks.
Yeah, but now he's got this face. He looks like a fucking Wall Street guy or something, like trying to, like he looks like a karaoke. Like, yeah, let's just jump. And I'm like, dude, it's not
Tuesdays at McGillicuddy's. Yeah.
McGillicuddy. Oh my God.
Tuesdays.
I remember that 2 for Tuesday. Charles getting free. Men paid $5. Yeah.
Bud Ice is on sale tonight. The dude, that it depends on the woman if she got that good pussy. I can pop 12 if I'm raw dogging her. Yeah, that raw dog is a big difference maker. Hurts. Yes, nobody should be illegal here in America. It's stolen land. I'm sure we can agree on that.
How is it stolen? It's no such thing as stolen land.
I don't want to talk about politics. I disagree with you, but I respect your opinion nonetheless.
No, but it's not stolen. I hate when they say that. Who stole the land from where? From who? We stole it from the Native Americans? Where did they get it from? They get it from the Vikings. We're here before them.
We've been on 3 hours of politics. We're having too much fun today. Diddy did him dirty. I think Bieber may have just went along for the ride too much. He still won't admit he takes gear. You're talking about The Rock. Yeah, well, that's all right. He's got a reason. He can't. He has to play the game. I've seen some sketchy Bieber and Diddy footage. Yes, there might have been something fugazi going on between those two. I think
definitely
was living a faster lifestyle with Diddy, hanging out with them and having a good time. But obviously now you look back and, what was an average week at MD like? Do you guys mind sharing your pay? It seemed like it was a chill job. Garrett, I will say straight out, I got hired there in 2013. I worked there for almost 2 years. Steve was paying me $60,000 a year. I felt that wasn't a bad fucking salary at all. Greg hooked the whole thing up for me. It was a 10 to 6 Monday through Friday gig. I had a great
time. It was a great time. I love Steve Blackman.
Yeah, I deserve to get
fired.
Around
15 years.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the reasons why. But I did a few things that.
Yeah,
Was
but you know what?
stupid.
Is that magazine changed, Joe? As soon as we left, it was changing when we were there. I mean, he started hiring Adina, and it's like even all, as soon
Yeah.
as Robbie Duran left, it was like fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Dave and
It went
John
down.
left the chain. Robbie held the fort really well, and things.
Robbie was the man.
Robbie was very talented.
Then when
And,
he brought in that other guy, what was his name again? I see his face. Oh God, the guy who was from Muscle. He's the one who brought into Adina. What the hell's his name? Fuck, man. Remember, he brought him in right after Robbie. I forgot his fucking name.
Greg something. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, was it Greg? Well, was it Greg? You know what I'm talking about?
Fucking get rid of us.
Yeah, everybody. I remember, like, you know, what's her name? Adina started all that shit. You know, Valentino cusses. He cusses, and meanwhile, I'm the one that got her in there. He cusses. He cusses. Sean Andros. Holy shit, I got that.
Yes,
Sean Andros.
yes. Okay. Yep.
He came in.
He was
didn't
a
want
very
to
short stay there, though.
because he
Not
took
long.
the job. He quit though. He took the job, but he didn't really want to do it. He didn't really like MD. He didn't like the way everything was set up. And then, you know, I think that hurt Steve because, see, people didn't like even like with me, like I remember Lou Ferrigno telling Steve Blackman, Valentino cheapens this magazine. He talks like stupid shit, you know, girl farting in his face or whatever. But other people like that shit. You know what I mean? What are you going to have? Nothing but like, this is Sean Ray's bicep routine for the winter. You know, like. But then I introduced what's her name. Andros didn't want to do the work, so he designated Adina, who was just a girl from the fucking forum. He designated her to help him do the work. She started doing the work. Andros quit. She told Bleckman, "I can do it, Andros, you know, because I'm the one that did it all." Bleckman let her on, you know. And then David Bay came after that, which I was long gone, so I don't know how that went. But I mean, with her, she started telling Steve, you know, I don't know, the rambling freak, you know, he cusses too much, and we need to go in a better direction, more because the magazine was already starting to die because people didn't, you know, it's hard to get ads.
It wasn't just him; all of them were dying.
Yes, all of them.
He had to deal with that. It was the industry. It wasn't
the industry. You know, who wants to buy magazines? That's the problem. You know what I mean? And they weren't getting ads. You know what gets even shows like this you guys watching? It's people pay, you know, you got to get ads for these shows. Somebody's got to pay for the time for all this to go off. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing with the magazine. The magazine doesn't have any ads. What's Steve going to print it out just, you know, and get a goodwill on his own, you know? So they weren't getting any ads.
Yeah.
The internet killed all that.
Yeah. But the my run at MD was, I enjoyed it. I wish it ended better. I regret some of the things I did at the end there. I was a little bit of a fucking dick. I ain't gonna fucking lie. I didn't like some of the things Steve did, but it was his company, not mine. I should have, you know.
Yeah, but you had other influences, like, you know, a few of the guys, I don't want to say their names, that were working there kind of were backstabbing you at the same time, you know, telling you this and that. You know what I mean? Yes, I know. We both know who it is, yes. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right. If you would rat you out, you know what I mean? If you know, whatever. Okay, but the thing is, it was a great time, and we did have a good time when we worked there together. It was just it was a great magazine. It was the best magazine out there, bro. There was never, you know, question.
I enjoyed working there. Me and you got to do our radio show together, so it wasn't just working there,
right?
It was working together, and you know. The magazine ran its course, and you know, I think Steve, it probably hurt him to close that, but he realized.
Oh, it killed him. That was his baby. But listen, magazine. But he didn't
prepare for the online aspect of things. He could have tried to switch everything to just be the online aspect.
But he's also a little bit too hardcore, just bodybuilding, like starch, but like old, like. You got to remember the young guys today. They, you know, the breaking news and shit like that. You know, like look at Joe. Joe had Rich Piano writing for the magazine, Jerry Ward wrote for the magazine, Boston Lloyd wrote for the magazine, Lee Priest was here for a while. Who else? We've had a lot of big people on here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right for the magazine. So I mean, I'm just saying, Steve wanted whoever, like top guy for the Mr. Olympia, but it doesn't sell. Nobody gives a shit. You can get those two Trent twins, right? And you can put them at a table, and then you can put Mr. Olympia at a table. And I'm going to tell you, Trent Twins will have fucking a line down the street, around the door, and all that. And Mr.
Yep.
Olympia will
And you
have a
know
line.
who changed that? Rich Piana was
Rich
one of
Piana
Rich,
started. He started a show.
Dana Girls made you don't have to be, even though she was an IFBB pro, but she stopped competing after that first physique.
She was smart. She was smart because I don't think she would have kept winning. And she was cute, and she would have to start taking drugs or more drugs, and it would have ruined her looks. She was smart. Go out as a winner.
Yeah. So you had her as the woman, Rich Piana as the guy, and they used to fucking own those expos. Those two booths.
When Rich Piana would walk in, he would have a crew with him. And they'd all be like him and wear the tank tops and the shorts and like, what's going on? You know, and they come in with their fucking big water bottles. Yeah, and he made it like that.
They would have, okay, let's get everybody outside, which is fine. I was like, this is smart. This is good marketing. I'm taking notes in my head, you know.
But it took the bodybuilding magazine or the hardcore guy standing there with the eyes-eyed shirt. Yes, okay, what we want to do is form and function. Nobody wants to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear those guys. Like, you see the guys with the eyes-eyed shirts that stand there like, yes, I'm with Quest Industries. And, you know, we're developing now a new system, you know, when you talk to them, you know.
Nobody.
And you're like, dude, nobody wants to see it. These guys came as characters. Rich had hot chicks there with big fucking tits and belly buttons showing, and they're in the background fucking lifting weights or doing crazy shit. And that's what they liked, you know?
I think he could have had an online presence with Ron as the main guy, and I think he could have brought in a few different people.
But Joe, Joseph, listen to me, and I know you're going to agree with me 10,000%. And then we're gonna have to run soon because it's gonna be 6:30. Listen to me, Joe. Listen, I agree with you at that 1,000%. I think you're gonna agree with me. Ron Harris would have been great. Okay, but the problem is that when you hire a manager to run your team, and you're telling the manager what to do, after a while the manager's like, you know, do you understand what I'm saying? If you hire a manager and you believe in that manager, tell him, do me a favor, run the team, get us to the World Series. Okay.
Who do you need? Yeah, who do you need on this team?
Right. I will supply what you need. But if you're just a businessman and you're calling the shots and you're telling the manager what to do, you know, everybody goes, oh, fucking Aaron Boone, look at him, he fucking stupid pig. That's because it's, you know, the front office gets too fucking involved. You got to let the guy sink or swim. Yeah. I think if you would have said, hey, Joe, I'm going to let you run everything, Joe. It's your call. I'm not going to breathe over your shoulder and say, listen, no, Joe, I want you to hire that guy. Let's do this. No, but if you're going to ask me.
Weekly podcast, we need a weekly this, a weekly videographer, 2 columnists, whatever for online articles. And
Joe and I had a show. Listen to me. Joe and I had a show on there that got so much attention. It was before Joe Rogan. We were Joe Rogan back then. We had super celebrities on, and we went to it. Wasn't just him and I on this fucking shit like you see us now. We went to a legitimate Voice America. We were on their channel. It's not even a channel. It's a whole fucking, you know, it's a real thing. And we were on Voice America, and all the people that worked there were like, oh, we can't wait till you guys do your show next week. Every week they were looking forward to it. Who's your? I mean, we were bringing on super celebrities and shit. You know?
Yep.
And Steve put the kibosh to that. But if we would have let it go, it might have turned into something even bigger. Right, Joe?
Might have. Yeah. We'll never know, unfortunately.
All right. We'll never know. Now everybody's got a pod. I didn't even know what a podcast was. I never heard of it. We had the radio show, but, you know, it was a podcast, but we didn't know what the fuck a podcast. I never heard of it. It was when
a podcast ended up, you know, what is now known as a podcast commonly.
Right.
Joe, I trust you for us. You're knocking on heaven's door. Oh, I'll look it up. Should I do the Guns N' Roses version? Hey. I am working Friday. I'm doing my Friday show on Thursday. I'll put a post up. Thursday, 3:00 will be Ironhead Presents Bad Habits on Instagram. Not Friday. Friday, I have to work my other gig. I will be standing around on Friday while instead of telling dick jokes here, I'll be wishing I was. Greg, remember when I slapped around Johnny Fontaine for acting like a pussy and disrespecting him?
Johnny Fontaine.
like a
What's the
man.
matter with you? Act like a man. Godfather, please. Godfather. Godfather, please.
No, I don't know what to do. This guy won't let me. Greg, what's the soda of the day? What do you got? The root beer again?
Yeah. Right there. Yup, the diet root beer. Right. Where's the letter? Right there. Wait, where? I can't even see it. Oh, down there somewhere. Can you? Why can't I turn it right? It's birch beer or root beer right here. Why the fuck? You see it?
Yep. You got
Diet.
it perfect. Me trying to show
I
you a
can't see
column.
shit. My eyes are bad.
Is Jimmy the Bull just as pissed off in real life as he is on RX? Yeah, he does do some funny.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's funny. He's funny pissed off. He's not angry, but he's funny pissed off. Unless you piss him off, you don't want to fuck with him. He's a bad dude. Trust me. He can still hang it back.
Strong
He can still hang it back. Anybody challenges him to a fight's not going to win. I'm just going to say that now.
Did you guys ever see the bush on Elvira? I don't recall ever seeing a bush.
No.
I guess Tom Jones did. He fucking put blood on it. I already asked Joe, but what does Greg think about Kirk's wife saying the dude is forgiven? There's such a thing as being too nice because when I was a holy roller, it only got me disrespected and shit on.
Listen, that girl's a saint. I can't say one bad word about that girl. She's a saint.
I can ever do that, but I have to respect that's her
I can't do
decision.
it. I don't think I could do it either, but she's a saint. So
yeah, I wouldn't do it. But I don't disparage her for doing it. That's
she's
her
a
choice,
saint.
and she has classy doing it. She looks much more classy than she would have, even if she didn't say anything about it. Not, hope he burns in hell. She didn't say nothing about it. Is it true in the dying days of MD that Steve was paying Ron Harris and expired twin lip supplements because his wife wouldn't let him put any more?
No, don't believe all that shit.
I will say this straight out. I run this business. I have my bank account for Muscle Sport Mag, and I have my obvious bank account joint with my wife, right? I don't mix the two.
Right.
I opened this account in 2008 with zero money into it until I put money into it. I look back now and people say, fucking Steve owes money and he pays us like shit, and which he didn't. I thought he paid okay. And he takes forever to write checks, and he's got this house in Aspen, Colorado, and all of that. And I'm like, you gotta I go, dude, if you have a business, because at the time I had this, and I did have the two bank accounts, right? I don't mix business with my house money. I don't blame Elise Bleckman for saying you can't spend house money on the thing.
I don't think she did.
He owed money to people. That's a problem. If I owe Greg $1,000 and I don't want to give him $1,000 out of my home account because I don't have enough in my work account, I got to come up with $1,000 somewhere then. I can't leave you hanging like that. That's unfair to you. But if I'm paying the bill on this, it's got to only come out of this. I will have to pull back on a budget if I'm running low. Like during Joe Biden, this bank account was fucking down to like $2,000. It had like nothing in it because I was making no fucking money. Whatever overhead I had, small overhead, I paid, but nothing was coming back. You saw the magazine had no ads in it, right? I wasn't taking money out of my fucking bank account that my wife's check goes in and my pension check goes in. So I don't blame him at all. When people that were saying he's a scumbag for doing that, the problem is he shouldn't have got into the hole with these people that he owed money to, like Ron Harris.
I think he was holding on to a business that he couldn't control anymore. It was done. It was a stick a fork in it. It wasn't going to be. It's like Blockbuster Video. You know what I mean? 20 years ago, 15 years ago, everybody went to Blockbuster. Red Box, shit like that. It's Sunday's news on Monday now, though. Nobody does it. It's the magazines are a tough thing, you know?
Yeah, but I don't blame him.
No.
And I don't blame his wife for saying, we're not taking money out of our retirement fund.
Yeah, I don't think...
I'm fine with that. That makes sense to me from her perspective, even though she was his business partner.
I don't think she ever said that, though. I don't think there was ever a question of him taking...
That's what a lot of people said, even when I was.
I think they're all talk. I think it's all bullshit. I think he had his own business account. I just think that he was getting lean, and the thing is, what happens is if you don't pay somebody, then it starts to build up. Let's say you're paying him $1,000 a month, and now it's 2,000. Next month is $2,000 a month, and then it's 3,000. Now you're in the hole. If you don't pay the money and you spend a couple months,
Yeah, now
there you
you're
go.
45. You know,
Right.
I gave
Before
you
you know it.
I got a long way to
Before you
go. Yeah, so
Listen,
that's not good. You can't owe people money. You got to pay your workers. You got to pay the guys that do shit with you, with that do work and jobs for you. But you can't owe money. I still don't think that.
right, because then it builds up, and then you're in debt big. And if that was mafia, you're in serious trouble.
He would have they would have took the business. They would have
First, you
took the
get your
house.
legs broken a few times, and there's nothing left of you. They take the business, and then they make you sign your house over, because then they double the money. Today you owe me 10 grand. By tomorrow it's 20 grand. By the next day it's 30 grand. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to keep doubling it.
Yeah, you're paying the points. You're paying the principal.
Right. If you even if you borrowed $1,000 from some guy that's a loan shark, if you don't pay it right away, even the vig on it, but before you're done, within like a week or two, it's now $30,000 you owe them for $1,000. There's no going back. There's no going back. It's not going to make a deal. Okay, I'll give you your 1,000. Nope, it doesn't work like that.
You're paying that big every fucking month, and it doesn't. You still owe them the money you paid them. You borrowed that $5 grand or whatever. Mint Majesty with 200. Shame on both of you covering up the sinful use.
Okay, covered up. But anyway, Joseph, we got to get going at 6:30. I'm gonna have to pee again.
I know. I got to get going too. We have a lot of comments here. I just want to say hi to these guys that have been here. Ryan, what's up, yo?
What's up,
guys?
Ryan?
Thank you for joining us today on Enhanced Black Ox. Enhanced Labs presents
right here.
Muscle Sport Radio. I'm saying
Muscle
saying Monday show on Wednesday. Gregg and Joe show brought to you by Muscle Sport TV on YouTube. Of course,
get your maximum stim on.
Max Stim, Black Ox.
Not Black Cox, Black Ox.
Black Ox, protein pancakes, protein waffles. We're gonna have dessert.
I got them all over there. Fuck. All right. Well, we'll
that's gonna be for this week. Thank you. We will be back next week. And for you other guys, for my Instagram, I'll be on tomorrow instead of Friday. Gregorio, as always.
Thank you, Joe.
Oh, Greg,
love you, bro.
Go to like 4:30 or so.
Yeah.
I love you too, bro.
2 hours later. 2 hours after 4:30. I love you, bro. Because we're fun with the guys.
Having a ball. I love these fucking guys. All right, man. Guys, be good. We'll see you next time.
I love you guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.